function? Is you active? Who be the 100? Who be the phone? Hit the fan? Who be the function? Who be the real ones that come around when your back against the wall and ain't got shit? Who be the real ones that got your back like the shell spitting out the mag on some good shit? Who be the real ones that come around when your back against the wall and ain't got shit? Who be the real ones that got your back like the shell spitting out the mag on some good shit? Is you active? Keep it 100. When the funk hit the fan, do you really function? A lot of niggas talk, say they be with the shit. Never pull the trigger.
I'ma say, man. I'ma say, man, YouTube is on some other shit right now. I'm telling you. YouTube is not sending out my notifications. They are so dirty. I don't even know how to explain it. They're so dirty. But it's good though. It's good and understood. So I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah. But this one right here, this really wasn't no live to just go live, and this really wasn't one of them lives. This was one of them lives where I seen something and decided to go live and talk about it. So if y'all haven't seen, y'all will see. Y'all gonna see C-Mac. C-Mac took a fade. He got his DP, right? Yeah, Roy. He got his DP. I'm not sure exactly why he got his DP. That's not important. And a lot of times you see people on the yard, they get DP. Shit, we'll be over there playing pinochle, basketball or whatever. Next thing you know, yard down. You see Cuz and them over there tripping. They over there getting on somebody. Is that our business? As far as being from SAG, being the blood, like that's our business. Like we don't run over there and be like, why y'all get on the homie? Why y'all get on that nigga? We don't do that. Shit, whatever it was worth him getting DP. So then next thing you know, if you see a nigga get DP and he come back to the yard or he didn't go nowhere, then that means that whatever he got DP for wasn't foul. It wasn't on the list of foul things. Otherwise, it'd have been like he beat up and gone. But when you get beat up just on some catch a fade and get your DP issue, that means that you didn't fucked up, but it wasn't that serious of offense for you to have to go somewhere. But I'm just gonna say this. If a nigga catches 7 to 10 fades, what the fuck? 7 to 10 fades back to back. Nigga, young, 10 fades back to back. Nigga, I ran like 2, and I damn near was dead. It wasn't a DP, it was just some general shit. But I was dead. But the thing is, right? Anytime I ever had to make a call and get a nigga DP, that was a dead issue after that. Like everything after that is a dead issue. Once you get DP, like shit, it's a dead issue. Nah, young, I ain't lit like that. I ain't lit like that. But I felt lit when I seen C-Mac face. I was like, ooh, they tried to transform that nigga. They tried to transform that nigga. But still, and that nigga still went live afterwards. Still went live. Shit, nigga. Who you know took 10 fades? I'm just saying. That might have been regular. That might have been regular program for C-Mac. That might have been regular program from the county jail lineups. But who you know out here on the streets that ran 10 fades back to back? I'll wait. Real shit. I don't care. That's some solid stand-up ass shit. Nigga, when you got an issue and you come up and you like shit, give it here. Shit, nigga. Give it here. Shit. Oh, young, he said what I miss? Shit. C-Mac pulled up for his DP. They it looked like they got on him a little bit, but I don't give a fuck if he looked even worse than he looked. He shit, nigga. 10. I ain't gonna lie, I got heart. But after about the third, fourth nigga, I'm gonna be looking for a better way. So that's the thing, right? What they DP for, I was explaining like, young, you already know. Like we on the yard, blooding them over there in the square. They tripping. They over there tripping. They didn't 2-on-1 the nigga and got him up out of there. Chances are, once they say resume, you gonna go back to basketball, pinochle, whatever you was doing once they say resume. So chances are we don't often find I be finding out, but we don't often find out why, because it be internal. That be some shit between them. So there's no telling what exactly they DP'd them for, but shit, you know how y'all LA niggas get it, young. Y'all could have just been LA niggas probably could have been like, he just making a set look bad. He gotta get that. I mean, shit. It's a whole bunch of reasons why. All I know is I don't know no nigga that ran 10 fades. I don't even know a nigga ran 7 fades back to back. I might know some people got some 3s and some 4s and shit, but 7 to 10, nigga, that's some animal shit. But I'm gonna say, the way it works in California, it's similar to hands laid, debts paid. But once you get DP for your offense, because what it is it be a court. It be a court. People come together and decide and agree. Yes, he must be DP. But right then and there, they're gonna decide he must be DP, and he gotta go. It could be that, or it could be he must be DP. So his own homies decided that he must be DP, but they didn't say he had to go. So therefore, that's some standard hood business. Standard hood business. But I know once you get DP, there's no more talking about anything. So with that being said, let me tell you a story about the only time I was DP. Yeah, Dirty got DP. I ain't get punched on, but I got DP. So, 5 Deuce Hoovers. Young, you probably know this story. I doubt Turbo know it because you got to go back to the beginning of the Dirty Nation to know this story. So I'm in Salinas Valley, level 4, 180 yard. And I'm shooting dice with a Hoover cat. Not only was he from Hoover, but he was from 5 Deuce Hoover. He's 5 Deuce Hoover. Lily, hey, I bumped into Lily later. He came home from a life sentence, went back in. I bumped into Lily. I was able to share him the link to the story because he really that was really my guy. We've been in like 3 different prisons, and then I seen him on the streets. So I'm shooting dice with Lily, right? 180 yard. It's pods, A, B, C pod, A, B, and C pod. I'm in C pod at this time, and Lily is a porter, meaning that he's be out his cell a lot, and the cellie is a porter too. So we start shooting dice. He's standing out my cell. I'm shooting. Then I slide the dice under the door. He stand out. He starts shooting. So we was going back and forth. I was up 50, down 50. Like we really going back and forth. We battling. So they call yard. We break even at yard. We break even. So I'm like, I asked a question. I said, so if you would have had me up, how much would you have charged me? He said, I would have charged you half. So if I get hit for 100, I just got to pay 50, right? So next thing you know, fast forward a couple days later, we shooting dice again in front of my door the same way. That nigga get up on me. That nigga was up like 50. That nigga went up to 100. So all this while, I'm looking at my shit like, okay, I'm up 100. I'm like, I got 50. Damn, I'm down 200. I got 100. I'm looking at it like that because of what he said. And I'm trying to get back even. Man, next thing you know, they call yard. I was down like $250. I was down. But I'm looking at it like I got about $150. I got about $100 something worth of shit. I can cover my tab. But part of the top 5 rules in prison is don't gamble on your ass. Like, do not gamble on your ass, meaning like you gambling and you ain't got the money to pay for it. Don't do that. And I know better. But in my mind, he said half. So yard release. I'm like, hey, so how much I owe you? This $250. How much I owe you? That nigga was like, hold on, I gotta go to the yard and talk to the homies, right? So as this nigga's out on the yard, I'm looking at my shelf like, damn, $175 worth of shit. Well, it's $125 because I'm thinking half, right? Man, I didn't clear out my shelves, my little CDs, my little tapes, like a couple little books, cosmetics and shit. Like this nigga got a fat little sack to get when he come in from the yard, right? Because remember, I'm thinking half. Man, that nigga came in from the yard like this. Check this out. I'm gonna need everything. Oh, shit. This nigga need everything. I ain't got everything. What do you mean everything? I'm like, boom. Yeah. Boom. because now I done been flamboozled. I done shot dice thinking that I'ma only have to pay half of it. And this nigga came back with the wop doodle like I need everything. And I ain't got nothing else. Like I stripped my shelves for this nigga. I stripped him like here. I got damn near to like half of it. I got half of the 250. Man, as soon as that nigga said, when that nigga came back and said he wanted all, that nigga said, yeah, I need all your CDs. Just like that. All your CDs. All your cosmetics. Whatever food you got. I need all of that. What? Nigga. I'm on a 180 yard. Sacramento niggas is hella short. This is a blood or nothing yard. Meaning like all the LA Bloods and all the Sacramento Bloods is functioning together. Functioning together, meaning like if you DP and it ain't a Sac nigga there to DP you, it's gonna be a LA nigga come holler at you. Whether he from Bounty Hunters, San Diego, IE, Stockton, it's gonna be another blood that's gonna come and holler at you. So automatically, I'm like, damn, nigga, this Crip nigga, because Jafar Deuce is one of the few Hoover Crips that's left. That nigga applied that pressure. I had to holler up in the vent and get at the younger homie, Ace Capone from the Jungles. Ace Capone was a Sac hater for real, because not all LA Bloods like Sac Bloods. Like not all LA Bloods is representatives of blood love. Cause you got some LA niggas be like, I don't care if you a blood from Jupiter. Like, I don't care if you a blood from Jupiter, as long as you a blood, I got you. You got some like that, but then you got some that just like real bloods come from LA, period. Everybody else, like, we first. You got some people like that, right? Well, Capone was one of them. So look at it like this. I had to ask a nigga that didn't like me for help to pay this gambling debt of money that I did not have. Nigga, that nigga came up off the shelf and helped me pay this motherfucking debt. But nigga, I'm telling you, I had to run so many laps. Like every time I went to the yard, I was just running. Luckily, they didn't want to put hands and feet on me, but they made me work it out. And I had to run laps, and I had to pay that nigga back with interest. I had to pay that nigga Capone back interest. But after that, I knew. After that, don't be gambling in no circle full of Crips. Hell no. Even Crips know don't gamble in a circle full of Crips. That's true. You tripping. You tripping, especially in the pen. I'm telling you, I remember one time I called my old cousin and ran a drill on me. Oh, they ran a drill on me. I was playing blackjack, right? Somehow, some way, these niggas made it to where I was the house man. I was dealing and keeping the board. Stupid ass. I'm the only blood at the table. It's a whole bunch of Crips. These niggas was sliding each other chips and all this shit. When the game was over and we cashed in the chips, even though I was winning, I still was losing because all these niggas was turning in hella shit, hella other chips that wasn't theirs, and I didn't know. They ran a drill on me. I had to pay all that shit. Hey, crazy. Let me say this, crazy. One thing about DPs is that once you are DP, that is the end of it. Like whatever the issue was, or issues with an S. Once it's determined that you've been DP, and that's it. That's it. Like shit. Otherwise, a motherfucker would be getting beat up every time he came around. That's not. But the purpose of a DP is to settle the issue once and for all. Crazy. That nigga ran 10 fades. That nigga ran 10 fades, crazy. I don't care how you look at it, but look at it from one man to another. Who do you know that's ran 10 fades back to back? Who you know? I don't know nobody. I seen a person probably get punched by 10 people in a riot because he was defenseless or something. But I ain't never seen no nigga take 10 fades back to back. Come on, crazy. You already know. That separates you, not you, crazy, but that separates C-Mac from a lot of people. Because after that second fight, you're gonna be like, oh, I need water. Like I need a breather. Like I can't do this. But nigga, what about when you halfway there at the fifth fight and your body's not agreeing with you no more, but you still keep going? That right there, whoo, that's that perseverance. That's a hard fight right there. I ain't gonna lie, Nick. 10 fades. They didn't have to chase that nigga down. They did not have to chase that nigga down. That nigga pulled up for his issue. That nigga pulled up for his issue and got foom fapped. I don't know, man, but where I'm from, and when I say where I'm from, I did more time in prison for my neighborhood than I did on the streets. That's real shit. 20 years versus I wasn't even that old on the streets. But I know when a DP happens, it's nothing but respect after that. Especially when you run multiples. You just made a whole city respect his cripping. I ain't gonna lie. Like his whole city right now respect his cripping because what he did is really how it's supposed to go. You got an issue, I ain't gonna run from it, I ain't gonna duck it, pull up, let's get it. After that, and then to hear 10 niggas, like they just elevated that nigga that nigga just elevated himself to a whole nother level because now people gonna be looking like, shit, am I willing to put it on the line am I willing to fight 10 niggas? And best believe they didn't put no poo butts in front of him. They ain't put no poo butts in front of C-Mac. I bet you they didn't. Come on now. If they did put a little nigga on C-Mac, it was a little nigga that knew what he was doing. They put 10. I guarantee you, because they knew YouTube was watching, that they put 10 reputable niggas that's gonna get that nigga a fight. They ain't put nobody couldn't fight up in his face. They didn't put no fresh recruits or nothing. They put 10 niggas that was with the business. So if that ain't respect right there, I don't know what is. Shit, I respect him. He didn't do nothing foul. I really believe they just got on him because he probably, like, LA politics is way different. LA politics, they'll be like, shit, you making the hood look bad. You making the hood look bad, period. You just getting an issue just because you making the hood look bad. They will get on your shit. So So where I'm from what I know in my culture, once you get DP, hands laid, debts paid. Hands laid, deck paid. And I take my hat out to I'm off to that man. I know a lot of people that ain't from like they was from another hood, but they decided. I know a lot of people like that. Like that ain't even the issue. It's where you at. So that ain't even the issue. But when you follow the rules and the regulations that come along with it, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how I see it. What he did, that was like Ja Rule and 50 Cent. Like the YouTube game had a lot of Ja Rules. Like a lot of gangster rap, fake gangster rappers. That's what YouTube had. I ain't gonna lie. And then 50 came with some real gangster shit and knocked Ja Rule out the box. Well, there was a lot of Ja Rules in the YouTube game. People that just woke up and felt one day, I can do it, YouTube. If he could do it, I could do it. But what happens is you expose your life. You expose your life. And then people can put together a timeline of your whole existence. And if ain't nobody there that's gonna validate your ism, then you're gonna be subject to attack at any given time. Any given time. So it's like a motherfucker like first of all, you gotta make sure your name is intact before you get on YouTube. And if you don't, that's what happens. Make sure your name is in. You gotta treat it like debt. Like you gotta make sure all your debts is paid and all that. Because when that mail come with that one debt that you forgot about, shit, they might want blood. Yeah, I understand not giving him credit for taking his ass whooping. But when you look at the average person that's not gonna take that ass whooping, like if you can't see the stand up in that, Nick, you can't see the stand up and stand up. Come on, man. I guarantee you what they DP him for in Minneapolis, they probably wouldn't even DP him. They probably wouldn't even DP him. I'm telling you, when they be like, you making the hood look bad, all it take is a hothead. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. They making the hood look bad. And that's it. That's all it take to catch a fade. Somebody said earlier he did that for YouTube. Nah, I think he would have did that without YouTube. Without YouTube watching, I think he would have pulled up and caught that. Real shit. So all I'm saying is that if a motherfucker got enough heart to pull up and catch his fade for whatever his issues is, you got to respect it. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't know nothing about his other problems with other states. I just know the purpose of like DPs. Like DPs as somebody that then called him and then been on the other end of him. So Dirt, you act like he had a choice in the matter. You know what? He probably could have did a lot of talking. And he probably could have talked himself out of it. He probably could have explained it. But from what I seen, he didn't explain shit. Fuck it. If I got an issue, I'm gonna get my issue. Period. And then let that shit be. Shit, if you don't respect that, shit, nigga, I don't fight 10 niggas. Hell no. 10 niggas, whew. Nigga, that's some Trojan shit. Nigga, that's some 300 Rise of the 300 Empire type shit. Nigga. Man. Yeah, man. That's like, man, look. I'm gonna tell you, like, on the yard, right? You see a nigga get beat up, homie go to the hole. He come back. He do come back. Get beat up again. Go to the hole, come back. Eventually, somebody gotta say, are we just gonna keep beating him up or what? Like, what? And then finally you come to a realization like, shit, this nigga ain't going nowhere. This nigga's with all the shit. We just gonna keep sacrificing soldiers and all that. I remember I was in the yard I was on the Hoover yard. The Hoover yard at this time in Salinas Valley, they was keeping the Hoovers in the 60s separate on some real shit. This like 1999. You got some of the top ranking Hoovers on this yard. You got Hoover Line, you got TS, you got Mike, you got Bam, and there was about 3 other ones. And they was with all this shit. But there was one nigga from 60s. One nigga from 60s. And his name was Cheeto. Cheeto. For whatever reason, them Hoovers did not fuck with Cheeto. For whatever reason. They ain't fuck with Cheeto. They was like, Cheeto crazy. But they did not fuck with Cheeto. Cheeto had been stabbed, all other type of shit. He done fought till they was like, we're leaving Cheeto alone. Accountability, man. Hey, crazy. Whatever he did, he had accountability for it. That's gotta be worth something in your book. That's gotta be worth something in your book, crazy. Accountability, that means stand up. Accountability and stand up go hand in hand. Nigga take his fade with an S, fades. Then that's hands laid, debt paid. So you the type crazy, you just gonna continue to beat a motherfucker and beat a motherfucker and beat a motherfucker and beat a motherfucker. That's what you gonna do. You just gonna beat him and beat. No, man. There has to be a system in place for when a person violate a rule that isn't deemed foul. That's where the DPs come in. What's up, Bam? How you feeling? That's where the DPs come in. You have levels of disciplinary action. Even the police got levels of disciplinary actions they take on us. So if you divide it into 3, bad, no, not bad, bad, hella bad. Well, if it ain't hella bad, and in some cases it's not that bad, then you got these lower level things that consist of a DP, but you ain't gotta go nowhere. Just because that person got DP don't make him no punk. Cause I guarantee you that they ain't gonna make the. Hey, Bam, you already know. Shit, when you get your DP, like they ain't sending just one. They ain't sending just one. They sending like 2. And then 3, if necessary, like to get the job done. That's what it's about. It's about getting the job done. So for here, just think, C-Mac ran damn near 10 fades, 7 to 10 fades. So the reality is, he was probably blending like them first, like 2, 3, 4, like he was probably blending them. He was probably blending them. He had blenders. The next thing you know, shit, they was like, they probably was like, everybody, all available avenues, get in. And they probably finished him off. He probably ended up packed out. But still, that's 10 people. All right, man. So I didn't say my piece on that. I don't know what he was DP for. I just know he went live after it. And I know that where I'm from, like you get DP, I mean, you're not foul because you got DP. Just because you're not foul. You just did something that the homies didn't agree with and felt that you had to pay retribution for your offenses. C-Mac do need some real guidance. True that. He do. He whatever. Hey, Bam, I ain't gonna hold you. Whatever he need is what he need. But I do know that once you get your DP, it's not for everybody to jump on your back no more. It's about education on what you did and how not to do it again, or it's about education on how to put that bullshit behind you once and for all. This is on the streets. So hey, Wack, I'm not calling nobody a joke that fight 10 niggas back to back. You're not a joke. Like they could easily say you got beat up. You got beat up by 10 people. Yeah, that's 10 people. But I can't. But can you say you know a motherfucker that ran 10 fades back to back, Wack? I don't think so, man. That's some shit. Hey, Young, hit that link. I got one more blunt left. I gotta go. Bam, I posted it for you. Hey, Wack. Even if it look cartoonish, I can't say that. I gotta be careful. I can't speak on crypt business like that, but I'm just saying, like from the outside looking in, that shit. When they get his issue, that's some stand up shit. Especially if it ain't nothing foul. It's just opinion. Damn, link posted. This link bad or something? Let me see. That is a bad link. My bad, y'all. My bad. There you go. He's still gonna remember as a hood hopper. That he gonna be remembered as a hood hopper that took his fade and got his DP and moved on. That's what he gonna be remembered as. Hey, Bam.
Brother getting DP, they need to try to reach out to him and see if he needs some help, man.
For real.
You know?
For real. Hey, but hey, Bam, if you don't mind, as somebody that did a lot of time, can you explain this? Because I might be seeming like I'm on an island by myself. But can you explain the significance of accepting a DP and what happens after?
I mean, watch this. DPs, it's all forms of DPs, right? All DPs is not physical, right?
Yeah.
Some of them become physical when you do things. You always get warned before you get a DP. But if you persist on doing the same thing, you're gonna get DP. You're supposed to learn from your DP, right? That ain't saying your homies don't like you. See, in C Mac case, C Mac kind of lucky, man, that he didn't get a DP to get took off his hood, to boot him off his hood, right?
Yeah.
They found out, if we go by what they've been putting on YouTube, he supposed to been from another hood and disrespecting them, first name with them, and disrespecting other people, right? I believe
they was trying to say he was from Hoover.
Well,
and then somebody said he was from 60s, and then they said he was a hustler.
Well, but I do know this. He needs some guidance in what not to say and what to say, right? Watch this. If he wouldn't have been having diarrhea by the mouth, he wouldn't have never got DP'd. He got to talking so reckless and careless, disrespecting people. It made people going to investigate who he was, right? And that's what you got to stop doing, right? But now his ass whooping is going to give him more views. So shit, he that's probably why he wanted to accept the ass whooping. The DP. I don't know.
Hey, and that's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. Is he look, homie. He made this shit cartoonish, bro. He's a troll, bro. In essence, dude is a straight troll, bro.
Watch this, brother. Who I'm talking to?
Nah, he more of a leader. He more of a new school Crip than a troll, because that's how them LA niggas
what's
get
a new
out
school
right
Crip,
now.
brother? What's a new school Crip?
Yeah,
that's
real. What is a new?
That's them skinny jean niggas.
Wait a minute. What's a new school Crip? Because everybody wears skinny jeans except the dudes who don't like wearing them. Because I don't wear them.
I don't wear them.
Right? That's the new style, and everybody choose not to wear them. Right? It ain't no, watch this, man. It ain't no new school Damu, and ain't no new school Crip. It's a new millennium shit, but if you want to call that new school, that's new school. He just needs some guidance. That dude was careless with his mouth and disrespecting people, and it made people on the internet go find out who he was. He exposed himself by talking so recklessly, right? Everybody surprised based on how he talked. They wonder why he talked like that. Hey, man, I knew a dude was talking like that 20 years ago in prison.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use nothing with a B in it. Everything can be said with a C. I've never been a Crip like that. You feel me? Sometimes I might not put a K behind certain things. That's because if I'm texting one of my homies, I get caught up in that. But normally I'm going to spell a word how it's supposed to be spelled, and I'm going to pronounce the word the way it's supposed to be pronounced, right? Some of us just get caught up, man, in this gang shit, and we get overboard with it. We get carried away with it.
Started anyway. Right?
That dude, everybody mad at they say the boy ain't gonna live long because he got tatted on his head. All right, well, they ask how many other dudes got neighborhood strikes on them, but they got them on their chest or their arm and scared to show him. So I'm gonna give him his props because he did that, but he know what he did when he knew what he was doing when he did it. He knew now in certain places I can't go, right? But it's not cool to disrespect people. I don't know why he want to put his little DP on there, say, yeah, I just got DP'd and it's handled. Hey, man, check this out, man. Dudes even in prison when they get DP'd. They go sit in their cell for a day, come back to the yard. They went in there for 24 hours and evaluated their situation. And that's what he needs to do. Take his ass off YouTube for about 2 or 3 days, evaluate his situation. Because it ain't going to always be as nice as it is now. I don't wish no death on nobody. I don't wish no jail on nobody. I wish that little dude the best success he can ever reach in his life. But he needs to change. I think he got some type of mental issues going on.
Whatever it was strong enough for one of his big homies to call that shot, because I know it had to be one of his big homies who called that shot.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell dude is a couple cents less than $1, man. You know what I mean? But You know,
It's
I'm
a
not
lot of
judging him.
jealousy behind that dude. That dude came on this YouTube thing, man, and created some for himself, right? I ain't talking about his homies jealous. He helping his homies, right? But it's things you can't be wanting to feed the homeless and want to gang bang at the same time. Because if you're feeding the homeless, you're creating problems, disrespecting your enemies. And if they know where you're feeding your homeless at, guess who at risk now? The homeless might get hurt. Those motherfuckers coming
Yeah.
to get you. So we got to look at all that, man. Watch this, homie. Big homies don't call shots like that, brother. Big homies try to guide their homeboys. Real G's
Mhm.
don't do that. We don't call DPs on homies. We try to get that homies,
Mhm.
try to teach them themselves. Now we allow a generation to say, well, hey man, if this is what needed, they might ask for our opinion on it. Well, this y'all era now. Y'all do what y'all need to do. What's needed to be did. What might
Hey,
be fitted for that occasion, right?
so,
Did he deserve a DP? Is what they had on that internet was true that he used to be from one hood, disrespecting the hood he bang claiming now? Yeah, he posted goddamn. If I was from over there, I'd have been like, he ain't from the hood no more. He said, fuck us.
but you
And
got to look at it. Look at it how we call it. Like I'm gonna give you an example. In Tracy, right? I had the line in Tracy. A motherfucker came and in the county he was running other, but when he hit the pen, he was running black. So all of a sudden now his Asian folks get deep and he want to go fuck with the Asians, and they like, yeah, he one of us. I'm like,
Well,
fuck that shit. We didn't have situations.
I'm glad you brought that up, man.
We had
I'm glad you brought that
situations
up. I tell people,
where we had to have his back. So therefore, if he want to go with y'all, he got to get checked the fuck up out. He got to get beat out. You want
we
to go
got a
over there?
DP coming. And they supposed to be the
Hey,
one giving you the DP.
yeah,
Yep.
hey, Dirt, look, my hood got a gang. Hey, what you just spoke on, my hood out of San Diego, bro. A lot of the homies look at my homies from my hood like, hey, is y'all finna run black when y'all go to the pen? Y'all gonna run other, right? Now, look, I went about it the right way, homie. I ran black, homie. I'm a Crip. True and true, bro. But there's homies
What
that'll
are
go
you,
to
a
the pen.
Samoan or Asian?
Huh?
What are you, a
Well,
Samoan or Asian?
no, I'm a white
What
boy,
are you?
homie. I'm a
Watch this. Now that's that.
Man, Crippin ain't got no race.
Yes, it do, homeboy. Don't tell you that. I've been crippin' since 1971. I got white boy homeboys. But watch this.
yeah.
I was in Pelican Bay one time. They tried to send a white boy crip to my cell. I wouldn't let him in my cell.
I went through that. I went
Right?
through that. Hey, Bam.
No,
Hey,
I
I
want me
went
to
through
tell you
that.
why I did that. Watch this. I don't know how old you are, little brother from Dago. I ain't trying to be rude or nothing.
I'm
When I first
43,
went to
homie.
prison, when I first went to prison in '79, white boys immediately got at white boys that came on their yard trying to run with brothers. Immediately got at
Yeah.
them. Wasn't no. And you need to get at them because they're gonna get at you. The new millennium, the 21st century start allowing white boys wasn't tripping on whites that ran with brothers. But it was a time that was taboo.
Hey,
Really
Right.
taboo. Right?
No,
Now
hey,
listen to me.
Hey,
So
with all due
when they
respect, homie,
yeah.
with all due respect, I done heard them stories, bro. Hey, look, I went through that same problem, homie. I've been to a couple cells where the homie country from Grape Street, you know, he was like, nah, homie, you can't come up in here. But and I ended up staying on the yard, and then me and him eventually became cool. But I understand that because look, homie, you don't know that motherfucker coming in your cell from Adam or Eve, homie, and you know the white boys is gonna be at him, so you ain't trying to put yourself in a precarious situation. But I understand that. But see, look, I was
Watch
on the
this.
yard. Go
I
ahead.
respect what you're saying, right? I'm gonna tell you why I don't accept them why I didn't accept them in myself. I could have been from a Mexican gang, and if I would have been from a Mexican gang, but I would have been from prison, I'd have ran with my people though. And my people is black people.
Right.
My gang is a gang. My race, I'm gonna support. Watch this, man. Anybody that go against their own race can't be my friend. I don't want that. That's how
That's
I used to
crazy.
think in prison. No,
Is that how
watch
you
this.
still think now? Is that how you still think now? Because I ain't never,
Listen
I
to
ain't
me,
never,
man.
I ain't
That's how
never
I
heard
think,
no.
brother.
No,
Wait a
I hear
minute.
you.
This how I think. I got a white boy home, right? Born and raised on my street, right? That's like
Cuz
my little
Crippen ain't
brother.
up to par. So his Crippen ain't Crippen because he ain't
But watch my
black or
listen to me. My white boy homeboy is a G from my hood. And when watch this, man. When he came to the county jail, in the crib module, I came down from the pen, so I was down there. And the cell they sent him to wasn't the Compton cell. They sent him to a Hoover cell, and the Hoover told him he couldn't come in that cell. And he told me, he said, shit, my big homie Bam down there, I'm gonna go in this cell, or they gonna get on me.
Hey, Bill, I
And
just thought about something.
when I
I
came,
just thought about something.
right? Yeah.
You was on D Yard in 2000, huh?
What D York?
Salinas Valley.
Yeah. C York.
You was-
Not D
you-
York, C York.
Hey, look, in my history, right? The first time I ever heard about a white Crip getting on, you was there. I heard about that. I was in the hole, and I got the pepper spray came all the way to D1.
So my homeboy, now I had my homie was my celly for about 6 months in Pelican Bay when he first got to the club. But I put him in there to give him some game. After 6 months, go celly up with somebody else. Next time I was in the hole, I remember the first white boy Crip I ever met in the pen. He was from Bakersfield, man. I was in Soledad, 1980. I'm fighting assault on the police. So I'm finna go to court. The police come to cuff me up that morning. I said, man, give my homeboy my tumbler of coffee. Let him have the coffee. Now I just seen this white boy that stuck his hand through the tray slot, but I don't think it's a white boy. It look like a yellow, light-skinned brother hand, right? So when I tell the police, give him my coffee, the police say, you sure? So when I come out the cell cuffed up, I see a white boy named Joe. I said, I'm gonna holler at you when I come back from court. They didn't want to put Joe on the yard. We had the 602 to make him before he can come to the Crip yard in the hole. When white boys used to come to prison, I don't know if they did this with blacks that was running with Mexicans, but when white boys used to first start coming to prison and was claimed and was being Crips and Bloods in the pen, when you go to classification off orientation, they'll put a 128 chrono in your C file and say you was naive, like you didn't know no better. I don't knock no white boy. I love the shit out of my white boy home, but I got love for old man from Fort Trey, Joe from Bakersfield. What I'm saying is, don't never turn against your family, your race. That's why I don't like black Mexicans. Why
on,
I ain't
bro.
got no problem with you being in the Mexican
Hey,
gang, but don't turn against your race.
Hey, hold on. Hey, no disrespect though, bro. But hey,
Yeah.
that's so elementary thinking though on your part, bro.
That's elementary thinking. Watch this, man. I'm a black man, brother. I ain't gonna never turn against my
Man,
people.
Man, that's
But if you
elementary
crippin',
thinking at its
but if you
finest, bro.
crippin',
Watch this, homie. I ain't gonna never turn against my people.
You know what, hey, bro? Hey, you know what? Hey, on everything I love, homie, and I ain't even gonna turn this into an arguing match because I'm way up here in Washington. But check this out, though, bro. Hey, a lot of niggas from Compton think that way, homie, and that's why y'all niggas stay amongst
Watch this. First of all, ain't no nigga. Watch this.
That
I'm
weird
a
ass
first
shit.
generation Compton Crip. I'm telling you just how I think. I ain't gonna never turn against my. Watch this, man. I don't even. When I see, I got a lot of Samoan homeboys from Compton, but when they go to prison, guess what they play? They play other. Suddenly they don't want to be Crip. They want to be others. Watch this. They want to be others. Watch this.
No.
Watch this. But on the streets, they wasn't doing no other thing. They was doing the gang shit.
Okay, so y'all didn't.
I think that's a different situation, Bam. Hey,
y'all
Nah,
didn't lace them right then, obviously.
What you mean we didn't lace them right?
hey,
if they was laced
Bam,
like they
can
was prison crippin'.
Hey, Wack,
Come on,
Wack.
cuz.
On that note, you
Nah.
know how
Hey,
that shit goes.
hey, you
They
know
ride
what?
the other
Hey.
car. No, they ride the other car because it's easier. That's the reason why they
Yeah,
ride the other car.
exactly.
Because they don't
Hey,
get
but
caught
look.
up in nothing.
But look, hey, homie,
Hey, cuz, I'm Puerto
hey,
Rican, and I've been cripping for 25 plus years, my nigga,
Man,
since I was
hey.
a teenager. And I done been going through this shit my whole cripping career. And
Man,
I made my
that's-
own with Lane.
Hey, look, hey,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm not, hey, bro, that's why I'm not even tripping because I done ran into a gang of niggas just like you, Bam, and proved they ass wrong, homie. You know what it is? Is niggas hate it when a white Crip or a Mexican Crip
share
in
something
the
with you.
yard.
I ain't finna let you
Y'all-
disrespect
hey,
me on this
homie.
show.
Hey, y'all hate it when
ain't
we
never
hit
ran
the
into no
yard,
Crip
homie,
like
because
me.
y'all gonna lose
You ain't
out
never
on
ran no
business
Crip
with
like
them.
me. I stayed down for
That's what it
32
is,
years in
nigga.
prison, handling my business
Yeah,
on
it
level
don't
4
Hey,
yards.
Bam.
Handling my business on
Bam.
level 4 yards.
Hey,
Busting
Bam.
holes in
Hey,
motherfuckers.
nigga, me too. Nigga, I parole from High Desert, nigga.
Hey,
What is you
cuz,
talking
Hey,
about?
Bam.
Call me a
Hey,
nigga, man.
hold it. Time out. Both of y'all, both of y'all got points. And if we was on the yard, they would be like, "Shut up, Dirt. That's Crip business." They would tell me that. But at the same time, both of y'all got points. But this the bakery, man. We want to respect one another. And if your views is strong like that, Bam, just be conscious of when you put them out there. You know, it might have a
watch this. That's me though. Watch this. Can't nobody change who I am, right?
Hey, no,
I'm telling you,
Bam,
if I was
may
a
I
white
say
boy,
something,
and
LG?
if I was a Crip on the streets, I wouldn't have went to prison being a Crip. I'd have been a white boy. That's what I would have been.
That's
Now, if a
disrespecting this
motherfucker
Crip shit,
can't
though.
respect that, goddamn, what's the difference?
But you
But
got
that's
people that
disrespecting that Crip
Crips that put in work for that, just like you did, and
Watch
and,
this.
and you
And
can't
we
tell them
supposed
nothing.
to say we supposed to
And I
denounce
respect
that
all
because
that.
of our
Watch
race?
this.
Nah, that's
Say
out.
what?
That's out, OG. I'm
That
supposed
shit
to
weird,
denounce
homie.
cripping because of my race? That's out. I
Hey,
didn't grow up like
That
that.
shit weird,
hey,
homie.
can I ask a
One,
question? I want to ask a question.
one
Hey,
in a
Bam.
million.
Hey, Bam.
Yeah.
Can I, so this is probably like a dumbass question on some real shit. So like, if you
Ain't no question, no dumb question, brother.
say okay, that's right. Say you and Wack just happen to be on the same yard, right? And some shit happens.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna jump for him. He's still
What you
technically rolling black.
Watch this, homie. Every yard I was at.
If some Damus attack Wack because he a
Let
Crip,
me answer the
would you
question,
help
bro.
him?
Brain, let me answer the question, man. Every yard I was ever on, and a white boy Crip or a white boy got in this summer. That white boy don't take off first, I'm not gonna support him. He got to support himself because he already know he gonna have this problem. So he got, watch this. White boy Crips and Mexican Bloods and white, vice versa, Crips and Bloods. That's different races. They already got the eyes against them. Your homie's gonna embrace you. Your homies from your neighborhood gonna embrace you. Certain homeboys might embrace you too. That ain't from your hood. Once they see you down with it, you with the business. But when you first get there, when I first went to prison in 1979, man, listen to me. White boys was trying to stab them when they got there. The only thing we'll tell them, hey, homie, we're going to support you if you support yourself. So don't wait on them to get at you. Get at them. Get at them. Because they ain't going to come in a huddle of us to get him. They're going to wait till he's slipping, walking by himself, going to the dining hall or something to try to get him. Right? But I'm telling you, now I ain't finna say white boys and started riots when I was about my last 10 years in prison. It became cool. The white boys started letting white boys that was Crips or Bloods kick it on the yard without no problems. Right? I was still cautious that they was from Compton. I embraced them. I'm telling you how I got down. I was just stuck in my way. I embraced them. I remember one time when I went down on my appeal, man, I did a layover at the Lano Reception Center. And it was a Mexican Pueblo. The Mexicans bust on dude. Right? So they locked the little unit down. And one of the Damus did this, he say, hey, OG, are you gonna support us? I say, it's a ride. Now we got to support y'all. But that Mexican poster came out he knew they was gonna get him. So he should have took off first. If I know you gonna get me whacked, what the fuck I'm gonna wait on you to come to me for? I'm supposed to go at you. What am I gonna wait for?
Hey, check it out.
What I'm gonna wait for? Now when I'm sitting up here telling
you, but that's how I did it, bro. I used to approach the white boy shot callers myself, bro. Hey, I haven't been to pen since 2005, bro. I paroled from High Desert. Hey, look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I done ran into a gang of cats just like you, homie. Like, man, he a white boy, you know what I mean? Let him do his thing, you know what I mean? Show, improve, all that. Hey, that's fine and dandy. But for you to sit up here and say that a motherfucker should run with his people, them ain't my people, bro. I didn't grow up around them. You know what I mean?
You ain't black,
no sense, homie.
But you ain't black. You ain't
don't matter.
But Crippin, the only color in Crippin is
it don't
blue.
matter, bro.
Watch this.
The only color in Crippin is blue.
All right, let me explain it better to you then. When I say that, man, I ain't saying this is Crippin. I'm talking about a race thing. When I say dude ain't ain't nothing wrong with being down with your race, man. If I was in a Mexican gang in LA, if I would went to prison, I'd have ran with my people.
But then
I
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have been
got
solid for your gang, though. If you was doing
my gang ain't above my race, man. I'm a black man. I'm a proud black man.
Then you
Okay,
would have
well,
never
My,
been
my
from a
game
that's
was a
Mexican
you.
gang.
choice. Me being a
That's
gang
you,
member
bro.
was a
But
choice.
then you
That's
would have
you.
never
Hey,
been from a
but you,
Mexican
hey,
gang if you was
hey,
a
that
proud
shit
black
make,
man.
hey, that shit makes no motherfucking sense, homie. Hey,
That don't
you a
make no
black
Hey,
sense,
man,
man,
bro.
homie, but back in
let
the
me get
day,
off here, man. 'Cause
but
this
back in the
was
day, nigga, your
disrespectful.
enemies was
Hey,
black men
stop
and
Hold
calling
up,
me
hold
a
up.
nigga, dude. Stop calling me a
Hey,
nigga, homie. Please. Don't call me that, bruh.
Hey, cuz you just angry right now.
I ain't no watch this, man. I'm not angry, man. I don't let they say that in LA. Mexicans call brothers niggas. I don't let nobody call me that, bruh, because I don't even try to use that word. Don't call me that.
That's all fine and dandy, but Big Bam, with all due
Shit.
respect, OG, if you
Watch
say you
this,
was from
man.
a Mexican
I
street gang
discharged.
and then
Watch this.
go,
I discharged the B number, homie. When I went to prison, prison
that's
is
fine and
totally
dandy.
different what it is. Damn. I'm
But
telling
I think
you.
we got to be more open minded. I just think we got to be more open minded in what we say when we
Hey,
say
watch
things like that. That's all I'm saying,
this
big homie.
with Mexicans. Hang with your race, man.
But
well,
what
you
if you
hang
didn't
with
grow
Hey,
up
hey,
with
your
your
check this
race?
out, man.
Or what if you didn't grow up with your race?
Say
Then what
what?
do you do? What if you didn't grow up with your race and you grew up on
Watch
the other
this.
side of the track?
Watch this, and I can watch this, and I can relate to that because my white boy homeboy was born and raised in Compton with us,
Okay, so bam.
so I
With
can
all due
relate to that.
respect, so then then
I
you
can
would.
relate. Watch this.
So then how is you talking the bullshit you talking then?
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying, bam.
what?
You contradicting yourself, big homie.
I'm not. Watch this, homie. I just told you I supported my own homeboy. I didn't support no
Yeah,
other white boy.
exactly, homie. It's a
I
Compton
support my
gang. Let it be
homeboy.
known then. Let it be known
I
it's a
support my
Compton gang
homeboy.
then.
I wasn't supporting no other white boy crip in prison.
Man, let it be known it's a
Only the front
Compton
hood.
gang then.
Only the front
You
hood.
feel me?
Only a Compton crip from front hood who is another race
Say what?
shouldn't
Shut up.
go with his people.
Shut up, Daniel. Go.
Come on, cuz.
That shit make hey
I
bro,
hear
don't
you.
even entertain that shit no more. Cause that shit
No, but
Entertain
terrible.
what?
that's a super big homie right there, and I got nothing but
No,
the all
man,
due
that
respect
Hey,
for
hey,
him.
hey,
But I
hey,
just
check
don't
this out,
agree with
homie.
what he's saying
That
right now.
I can't call
dude
a
that say he
motherfucker.
put roll from. You ain't called me up on nothing, homeboy.
I just
You
don't.
can't
You
I
a
just
call a
motherfucker
don't
that's
motherfucker that's
agree.
just dumb like that a
imitating
big
my life.
homie.
You trying to be what I am. You ain't gonna never
No,
wake up being black.
you crazy
Anybody
as
can be a
fuck.
crip, but you can't wake up being black. You go to
Yeah,
sleep a
okay.
white boy, you wake up a white boy. What the fuck
Yeah,
you
okay.
talking about?
Hey, why we
If
getting
we
all
go to a
racist
Ku
up in this
Klux Klan
motherfucker
rally,
today?
they gonna kill me. They
Hey,
You
gonna
know what I
let you
mean?
go.
Hey,
hey, Bam,
You
hey,
know,
Man,
Bam,
you's a sucker,
hey,
bro.
hey, Bam,
hey,
but he
why we
said
getting all
he grew up
you're
around black
embarrassment to
folks.
your motherfucking race trying to be
Man,
a brother. You ain't no
Hey,
man,
brother.
you's a
Bam,
smoker, nigga.
Hey,
You's a
cuz, you
smoker,
tripping?
nigga. Shut up.
Bust the fuck
What
with
about
you.
You's a
why is he
OG
got to be
Dylan
trying to
walking
be?
around?
I
you's a
figure it
What's
smoker.
out.
up,
I don't know how they can do down
How you guys doing?
with my people.
hey, look,
Is your race?
Hey,
hey,
on some real
look.
shit though. Hey, Dirt.
Uh,
So what? We having fun. Hey, we having fun. I'll shake your head, nigga.
Hey, man, look.
Yeah.
You know how funky now?
Bam ain't the only OG that I know like that. He's not the
Come
only
On
OG
on.
I know
Come
everything.
like
on,
that.
Dirt.
Hey,
Dirt.
Dirt,
Like they're
bro.
not gonna
Yeah,
change.
boy,
Hey,
you
bro,
got
with
all
Hey,
all due
Dirt.
that's
respect, bro,
right,
he's
huh?
wrong though on that.
That's
Hey,
right.
Dirt. Hey, Dirt. Dirt.
Uh,
Wrong. He's fucking.
Dirt. On everything I love, bro.
You know,
I
I
done
got
got
respect
into
for
it.
Bam, but
Hey, I done
way
got
out there on
into
that
it
one,
with
homie.
10. Hey,
Way the
Dirt, there's
fuck
a
out there.
reason why. Hey, hold on, listen. Hey, there's a reason why I got into it with more Crips in my time than the white boys, bro. And that's the exact reason right there, bro.
Wow.
100% fact. Because of
Wow.
the racism. Because racism.
But hey, look.
so you
But
saying
everybody,
that that's a racist view?
but look, everybody
That's
has their.
very racist views. Come on, Dirt.
But
But he come
hey,
from a
but at
revolutionary
the end of the
time.
day, nigga,
He come from a
everybody has
different
their
era
own
than
way
us.
of thinking. You can't
You see?
take
But
a man's way of thinking away from him though. At the same
no,
time,
see,
I'm not
that's what
saying
I'm
I
saying,
agree,
Bruce.
but you know what
I'm
I'm saying?
open-minded enough to know that Bam comes from a whole nother
Yeah, he comes
generation
from
than us.
straight up.
And I respect that. I just don't agree with what he's saying. I
Yeah,
respect him and his everything. I just don't agree with that
no,
statement. That's it. That don't
yeah,
take away
no, that's
from
what I'm
him or
saying.
nothing
I don't
else.
agree. I don't
I just
agree.
don't agree with that statement.
But what I'm saying, everybody, hey man, you can't take the
Bam
way the
come
man
from
thinks. That's how
like
he
you said,
feels. You know what I'm saying?
he discharged the B number, bro. When I was just a twinkle in my daddy's eye, he was already in
Nigga,
prison
I
fighting
wasn't
these
even
white
Man,
nowhere
boys
near
and these
born.
So
Mexicans.
That
So
So
nigga
I
did time.
know.
That
feel
nigga
me?
did time. That nigga did time with people that got kicked out of Alcatraz.
George
Yeah, like
Jackson era.
you know
You
what
know,
I'm
he
saying?
come
Like
from
that.
that era.
That's what I'm
So I
saying. Like,
respect his views
like
and what he's
imagine
saying. I just don't think that what he said was right. Just don't agree with it. I just don't agree with him
that's why
saying that
I asked
I
him.
should go
That's
to
why I
jail
asked him
and
what I asked him.
I
But
gotta
no,
run other because I'm Puerto Rican. So I'm supposed to go to jail and be like, denounce my cripping and everything I put down to say, nah, cuz I'm gonna go run with the others. Because I'm
Back
Puerto
then,
Rican.
everything was more racial based.
Hey,
Nah,
But
watch
look,
this.
hey,
Most
hey,
others
bro.
do
At
go to
the end
prison
of
and
the
just
day,
be
look,
others.
the proof is in the pudding, bro. Look, you fuck with your homeboy that's from Compton, and he a white boy, but you won't fuck with. But you tell everybody else to go fuck with it. It's a Compton thing, bro. Let it be as it may, homie.
Well, you can call it that. I'm supporting my homeboy, right? I'm gonna
Yeah,
support my homeboy. That's like my little
I
brother.
hope
I'm
so.
supporting my homeboy.
Is that the
I
Hey,
only
hope
white
so.
boy that you know from your hood?
Oh, well, that's the only white. I got a white boy from Park Village on death row,
Like
right? White boy.
my hood got like
Hey,
20,
I was
30,
on.
40
Hey,
white boys.
I
Watch
was
this.
on.
hey,
Hey, I
Don't get
was
me
on
I
the
don't
wrong.
want
yard
you to
with
take.
Goldie and Tehachapi before he got his death penalty case.
You feel me?
Me and
So
Hey,
Goldie, nigga, we used to walk laps in Tehachapi before he
yeah,
got his death row case.
that's my
hey,
little homie. But what
Bam,
I'm
I don't
saying
But
want you
is,
look,
to
hey,
I don't
bro.
want you to take the fact that we disagree with what you're saying with that we being disrespectful, OG. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't
watch
got
this,
nothing but
man.
the most respect for you, bro.
And
I'm speaking for
I
everybody in
respect
the
any
bacon.
man that's gonna respect me. Watch this. I get mad at my own little homies for calling me that N-word. You heard me say this. I don't let nobody
Yeah,
call
yeah,
not
yeah.
that.
No,
I
for
don't
sure.
do that. And
We
let
respect
me
that.
finish
But
though, brother. That's what we doing wrong. Like that blunt, Mr. Ed. I done got off work. I'm tired. What I'm saying is this, right?
OG, that's what's really wrong with you. You got off of work. You ain't trying to hear this bullshit right now.
No, watch this. No, I ain't been
Get
on
that nigga
YouTube
a
for
blunt.
like two weeks because I lost my auntie. I lost my auntie, so I've been kind of backing up. I did my show last night. I went and hung out with the low riders and shit.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, man, let me just give you the whole scenario of my thinking. If I would have ran the whole Crip corner in California prison, every white boy Crip, I'd have had run with his people to infiltrate their people so we can have enemies in their huddle to do what the fuck we needed to do.
So in
Let
other
me
words,
finish. Let me finish. Now watch this. Now if I was on the yard of this white boy and he showed that he was down, I'm gonna want to know his culture. I want him to teach me some things of his culture, right? So I can't watch this, man. You ain't made black, you born black. You ain't made white, you born white. You ain't made a Mexican, you born a Mexican. I don't like black dudes that was in Mexican gangs and go to prison and run with Mexicans. I feel as though you're disrespecting your parents, right? But I understand. Don't get me wrong. I heard him say denounce your tripping. Watch this. If my homeboy would have went to prison and say, "Hey man, I ain't gonna be in there on this gang banging shit," I wouldn't have got mad at him because I knew how dangerous prison was. I wouldn't have
but he
got mad
couldn't come
at him.
back to Compton, though. He couldn't come back to
Watch
Compton
this.
and be good.
Won't you listen, bro? You still ain't listening, homie. It's his choice on what he wanted to do. Like, man, I ain't banging no more. I'm gonna do me. But I don't think he's been running with Nazi low riders trying to get at brothers. That ain't what I'm saying. And skinheads. That ain't what I'm saying. Everybody got a choice when they go to prison. Everybody got a choice when they go to prison. I went to prison, homie. I went with 75 to life. I had a choice and said, man, I'm gonna stay gangbang instead of trying to get a motherfucking release date. It took me losing my mama to say I wanted to come home. After I lost 2 brothers and a sister and a daddy and a gang of other relatives, right? I said I wanted to come home. I knew a few lifers that the boy was telling lifers, if you really want to go home and show us you don't gangbang, go to SNY York. I can go to SNY York, but watch this. I can't.
As soon as Cuz said the SNY yard, that shit shut off on him.
Yeah,
Watch this. Some of them came in. Some of them came in putting 100 on it. I ain't saying all of them.
so whack.
What's the question?
What
Hey,
What the
all
fuck
I'm
did
gonna
I
say is
come
this,
into?
homie.
What do you? Hey, Dirt. You
Hey,
every time.
Hey, Drew, this is all I gotta say, man. I'm gonna leave it alone because
They're about
I'm
to get
kind of
DP
getting out
fucking
of
with the
character,
Crips
and
again.
I don't like doing that.
Fucking
I don't
with
like doing
cousin,
that.
yo.
But look, man, I stand. Hey, I stand on what I believe in, homie, and regardless of what the next
That's you.
motherfucker I'm gonna be me,
That's
homie.
you.
You know
I'm gonna stand on what I believe in.
Man, well then keep it moving, then. Shit.
If I may,
I ain't
real
from
quick,
gang
let me
shit, brother.
get me let me get my word.
Mark ass dude.
So I'll tell you like this.
Man, check this out, bro. You keep running your mouth.
When you fucking gangbang nowadays, and if you part of a gang from the streets, no matter what color you are, and you go to prison and you denounce that gang, you're gonna lock it up and that's it.
Every time, man, I know a lot of
You
dudes
have
like
no
this,
choice.
man.
I don't know about back in the fucking 80s. I don't know about the 80s, but I know with my people today, we got no choice. You
Hey,
either
but
lock it up or you fucking.
and that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's true. But I'm telling you, man, black gang members don't care if they homies say, man, they stepping away from being a gang member.
That's different for you guys, yeah.
You feel
But
me? That's
because
different.
he in the black gang don't mean he's trying to be black, because that gang he's in also has Mexicans, also has Filipinos, also has fucking Usos. You know what I mean? So
All right, man.
that
What's up, little brother?
what's happening?
Just how I get down, man. You know,
Everybody need to relax a little bit, man. We supposed to take in
I
peace.
remember when I first came home, right? My homies gave me a badge, right? And my little homies, some of them showed up in skinny jeans, right? I'm like, what the fuck y'all got on, man? What the fuck is this? Right? I'll be clowning them in that shit. Because I don't never want to put skinny jeans. Here's girl pants, but they wearing them. You can't never knock another person's belief. You got to try to understand their belief and their morals and their integrity, right? I got caught up in situations in prison. See, when I first went to prison, man, there wasn't a lot of white boys coming to prison being gang members. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you had white boys that was cool, fuck with brothers, that grew up with brothers, but they wasn't in a gang.
What about any Hispanic Crips? Did you ever run into any Hispanic Crips back then?
Watch this. The only Hispanic Crip I ran into in prison was Little Santana. And Bo Trey. He was in Calipat with me. That was my little partner. Now, I had a homeboy named S.A. Steve from Palmer, right? He came to prison after I was in there about 15 years. He was never on the yard with me. What I'm saying is this. I grew up with Mexicans. I got a Mexican homeboy, the police killed him named Mio. He was in me and everything. I done drunked out his tumbler in the penitentiary because that's my homeboy. I grew up with him. And we knew the difference, right? If it happened, I wouldn't trip on him. He wouldn't trip on me, but we got to stay down. What I'm saying, when I first went to prison, it was rare to see a white dude in any black gang. Then they started letting them come in. And the white boys immediately get at them. And it made a lot of dudes like I did, like, if you don't stay down for yourself, we ain't gonna stay down for you. So you need to take off first. If you take off first, we gonna support you.
So when was the green light, Bam? When was the official green light?
What you mean?
Where they started kamikaze in and taking flight on any white gang member.
Watch this. That's just when I first went to Penn, wasn't no Nazi lowriders or skinheads, wasn't none but ABs. ABs and white bikers, right? And what I'm telling you, when a white boy came to the Penn, they'll go to him and he tell him, because 9 out of 10, they're going to see that he ain't with them because he ain't going to be in the cell with them. You feel me? They're going to even have him in the cell with a brother. And watch this. They wouldn't even send him to a gang member cell if he was gang banging first. The gang member got to basically say, man, you can come be my cellie. They'll send him to a non-affiliated cell and let him accept him. CDC looked at white gang members as naive, like what the fuck y'all trying to do? We had to, watch this, man. Folsom and San Quentin, every white boy crib hit that shoe. We had to file a 602 for they put the white boy on the yard with us. We telling them, he said that now, man, ain't nothing gonna happen to him if he come to this yard. This a crib yard. Now don't get me wrong. I know I done ran across some down ass white boys in the pen. You understand what I'm saying? But when I first went to prison, the majority of the white boys that came that ran with brothers got busted on by the white boys, and they always waited on the white boys to come to them instead of taking it to them. That's like if I go to a yard dirt and I know I'm in a building with number Damus, and I know they at the crib, I got to take off on the first.
All right, hey, Bam. Hey, let me tell you this. I remember when I first hit the pen in Salinas Valley, I was 18 years old, 1998. And what let me know that green light was real was because I was in the hole. And on DR, it was the D1 side. Yeah. No, the D2 side. They said that the word was that the Comptons let they basically sold the white boy Crip to the white boys, and it was like they said it was like 70 white boys jumped this white boy Crip, and there was like a few blacks that had this white boy back,
Happens
but
all
for
the
the
time.
most part,
Happens all the time.
Well, I don't
Happens
know
all the
nothing
time.
about this, Dirk. I don't know nothing about that, right? Now I ain't never gonna, and this on everything I love. This on everything I love. My mother, my family, my whole family. Whether they rest in peace and living. I ain't never sold a white boy Crip off in prison. If he representing Crip, I got to represent him because I'm not above the law. I can get DP too, whether I'm a G or not a G. I'm gonna respect the protocol of Cripping. You understand what I'm saying? I just ain't got to sip one as myself. Nobody just tell me who to sip
Hey,
as myself.
I mean,
Uh,
hey, Dirk.
what I'm saying is, I'm a type of dude. I'm strong on race. Whether I'm in a gang or not, I'm strong. I'm trying to explain myself to this brother. I don't want to have no me and this dude arguing over this. I'm strong on my race. I'm a black dude. I was born black. Me being a Crip was a choice. I could have been from anything. Me being a Crip was a choice. I'm black before I'm anything. Second, right? What I'm saying is, I don't know. I was in Salinas Valley. I wasn't no digger. I don't know nothing about that. Watch this. The major incident I got into was with the boy from Sacramento when I was in Salinas Valley. The rapper boy, right? And I had, watch this. No, this was me and Lon. It was all on the yard together. Watch this. And Lon had to tell dude. Watch this. Listen to me, Dirk. Hoover Lon told boy, he said, man, the big homie, damn telling this homies don't support you. Yeah, watch this. You kill somebody's people. That dude is on this yard. That ain't Crip business. That's personal business. You need to either get at him because he's getting at you. Now, why you getting me caught up in that? You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I say that, a lot of my experiences come from experience. I was in the pen with dudes that killed one of my homies' mother. You feel me? They was from East Coast. They killed some people, right? Now watch this. But my homie is from another hood. He from Nutty. Come to find out his brother was a Damu. Watch this, man. That ain't neighborhood business. That ain't Compton against East Coast, though. That's personal business. If they see each other, they got to handle that. If my homie wouldn't handle his business, I'd be mad. You understand what I'm saying? But it's you can't nobody take people morals from that. I can't get mad at this dude because he a white when he say, all right, I'm the ultimate Crip. All right, Raymond Washington, cool. You want to be Raymond? But don't get mad at me because I tell you, listen to me because I'm going to respect his Cripping, but don't get mad at my Cripping because I'm telling you, hey, homie, I don't do that. I don't embrace that. I ain't contradicting myself when I say I don't embrace it. I embrace my homeboy, and believe me, Dirk, when he left Pelican Bay, when he became a level 3 and transferred from Pelican Bay, I bought 2 gallons of motherfucking Pruno and got drunk. I was so happy he left. You feel what I'm saying? Because Pelican Bay was with it, right? Now, listen to me, like when I came to Calipetin, I was the drug counselor with Old Folsom, the wood that was on the yard from Stockton. I didn't like his get down because he carried himself nasty. So I don't like nasty gang members. I don't like a motherfucker sagging in dirty ass drawers. So I don't want to see none of that shit. Gang bang, you got to enhance your gangsterism, right? But I don't knock what another person do or how they do it. But it's a lot of dudes like me that was in prison and we was thinking like that. Like, oh,
let me ask you this though. I think where you might have ventured toward contradict is when you said that you want to understand. You say you want to understand these different races that's gang members.
Exactly. I mean, watch this, man. Listen to me. And I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. If I was a white boy and I was a Crip, I always said to myself, ever since I seen the first white boy go to prison, I always said to myself, if I was a white boy and I was a Crip, I wouldn't come to prison being a Crip. I'm gonna talk to my homies, but I'm gonna run with my people. Watch this to be able to tell my homies everything they doing. Ain't nothing wrong with infiltrating something.
That's kind of why.
And that ain't gonna happen, bro. Hey,
all right.
Dirk, let me say this,
not if
man.
you down for the set.
Hey, Dirk, look, man, the dude done had for look, hear me out, Dirk. I done heard from homies a gang of times. I'm talking about homies, not even from Dago, bro. I mean, that's why the whole San Diego Crip card got started was because of shit like this. But look, I done heard from homies from Compton, from Hoover, from East Coast, from wherever, bro. They say, man, motherfuckers feel a certain type of way when a white Crip hit the yard. You know why? Because they know eventually they're going to have to go to war. And they go to visits. They go to motherfucking money. They go to canteen. Motherfuckers feel a certain type of way, bro. And if you're really about that Crip shit, then it should be in your heart to support that dude, homie, because he's standing on what you standing on. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the tribalism shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he from East Coast, or he from Fortray, or he from Long Beach Insane, or it don't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it used to be. I seen a white boy Damu in High Desert, bro. He lasted like 3 weeks, and the police came to me like, man, how come? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, shit, I don't know. You know what I mean? I ain't a Damu. You know what I mean? How many times the police came to me and like, hey man, just go ahead and lock it up and make it easy on yourself. I came to prison with 32 points. I parole with 265 points. You know what I mean? But hey, it don't matter, bro. You are what you are, and you stand on what you stand on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crippin' ain't got no race, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, it don't.
And for a
That's how I
motherfucker to
was
sit up
taught.
here,
That's
homie,
how I was raised.
that's propaganda, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's propaganda, homie. Because I know there's a gang of motherfuckers that ain't black, homie, that done died behind this Crip shit. They're doing life behind this Crip shit. Where I done have brothers run out on me, homie, and still love this Crip shit to this day, bro. And when I hear brothers like him talk like that, hey, it just reinforces who I am, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I'm not. You know what? That's your opinion, homie. I'm sorry that you feel that way, bro. But I guarantee you, if I see a Mahinda or a Waiupi on you, homie, I'm gonna help you out. Even though you said what you said about white Crips and Mexican Crips, I'm still gonna be there, homie. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, homie. You know what I'm saying? You can't change everybody, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you.
So, man, hey, Bam. On that note, man, I want you to know it's all respect. Me personally, I know, I know.
I ain't tripping.
But no. Hear me out. I understand that on the yard, for lack of a better word, is different type of niggas. It's different types. And you know, if you go to that bar over there to get your dips and your pull-ups in, and you go over there by that OG, that the minute you let that N-word slip out your mouth, he about to give you a whole lecture that come with that word. Not every OG ain't like that, but you have OGs that are. Because when they came to the pen during revolutionary times. Yeah. And had to watch the evolution and shit change to skinny jeans. Had to watch that shit. And then you was on level 4 for the majority of your time.
Yeah. So
that means that you missed the going zone on them lower levels where people was coming in and coming out. Like most of the time you hit that 4. Like, look, Bam, when I hit Calipat, do you know that I had 2 years left? A motherfucker was like, damn, if I had 2 years left, I would never go outside. Aside from them, the only person I knew that was going home was 5 years out. Most everybody had life on that yard. So,
watch this. Let me show you something. I saw somebody's show the other day, right? And it was a Northern Essex team. Heard me talk about it. He was in a adjustment center with us in 83 in San Quentin, right? Dude, only Mexican, all he had to do was come out yours, you got to participate in the machine. You feel me? Now, I don't knock what nobody do, but like you kind of nipped it in the bud when you said when we went in there, man. We went in there on some. When I first went to prison, I started off at Tracy game back when I left Tracy in 1981 to go to San Quentin. We was on some black shit. I started learning about my culture, right? And it made me look at a whole lot of things.
You just like your mama. Come on, man, give my space.
What? You know, so watch this. And when people say that was you don't know what the intention of the Crip was. Crip just changed. That's all that was. I'm not here to try to get nobody. We do that. We don't do that. You feel me? I don't get on here to. And I'm gonna apologize to the dude if he felt that disrespecting, because I don't do that. Because I don't want nobody disrespecting me on here. right?
No apologies needed, homie. It's just you come
No,
from a different, homie. I just, a lot of times, homie, like I've said on my shit before, I got it during my time in the pen, homie. I got into it more with homies than I did with white boys, and that reasoning was,
let me ask you this: why did
you know
you
what I'm
get into
saying?
it with homies? Why did you get into it with homies?
Basically, the same. They stood on what you stand on, bro.
Or was it this? Wait a minute, Wax. Sometimes you got to look at yourself too. Was it that you was trying to put too much on your crippin'?
No,
You
I
don't
don't
think
think so.
so? Watch this. I'm gonna tell you
No
why.
way.
That's
No
my
way.
opinion. Let me finish, Wax. Want me to tell you why? See, you don't remember talking to me before because you commented on somebody and I gave you a question. Watch this. Whenever you sit up on here and say, man, I'm known all through the system, every motherfucker knows me from every pen, then you can't watch this, and I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody try to be more than what they are when they go to prison. Everybody guilty of that. A lot of us got caught up in bullshit because we was trying to be more than what the fuck we was. Right? It made people look at you fucked up, didn't want to fuck with you. He think he hard. But it can be the walk you have. If you walk hard, I did a video when I first come home. Motherfucker said, man, I ain't like Bam in the pen. He used to walk like he was hard because I had a little size on him until he seen me put hands on the motherfucker. Oh, damn. Cool. Right? But what I'm telling you is sometimes we create problems for ourselves in prison because how we conduct ourselves in prison. Right? So you have to always understand this, and I ain't taking nothing from your crippling. Any brother gonna look at you and say you got to prove yourself. If I look at a black dude that's a buster, I'm gonna look at the white crip or the Mexican crip and say, "Oh, I need to see him prove himself, being worthy of this." Right? Then when you was doing it, you didn't. You like Bam, dude. You might not accept what a motherfucker might say. Like, man, fuck you, cuz. What you want to do? And the way you use that N word so freely, I can just imagine you having a whole lot of problems. Right?
Oh, dang.
No, watch this, homie. I brought that to your attention before because you a white boy and you a crip. You feel you can just say that. And a lot of brothers don't like to be called that. Don't even like that word, especially from another person that ain't black. Now, watch this. That ain't saying you're not black. That ain't saying you are black. You just got to respect what a person want to be called and what a person don't want to be
Well,
called.
I take that, homie. I take that coming from an older cat in
Yeah.
stride, homie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, good looking out. And I will say this though. Look, hey, bro. But one thing, a motherfucker that anybody that's ever been around me, bro, from my homies from the streets to the homies upstate, they'll tell you I've never been the one. I've been around other white cribs that say they black, that say they. Hey, I'll tell you in a minute, homie. I'm a white boy, bro.
And watch
Straight
this,
up.
Whack. You act
You know what
just
I'm
like
saying?
my motherfucking homeboy Lubo. Listen to me. He'll call me tomorrow and do this. I'm always, and he still called me that N-word.
That's fucked up.
Feel me? But watch this, man. The first white boy I ever had a fight with was him and his brother calling me that when they first moved in my hood. Right? Watch
Yeah.
this. This is my little homeboy. My mama loved him. His mama loved me. His little brother from my hood, one of the richest. Looked like little brother Crazy Nick. Look, my white boy, homeboy, white boy Rob looked just like him. Right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I ain't knocking with how you cripping. But watch this, man. Cripping was meant to be nationwide, from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the South to the North, nationwide. Can't stop one.
Well, in that case, it got stopped.
I just came here to laugh at C-Mac getting his ass whooped, man.
Watch this. He got his ass whooped because that's what he had coming. Ain't nobody watch
did.
this, man. I'm 62 years old. I ain't above the law. And I'm a non-active game member from my hood. I'm just a dude with a lot of influence over there. But I ain't above the law. My homies call a meeting today. I tell them in a minute, I don't do no motherfucking meetings, man. I don't come in the line in. Everybody in the meeting plotting on somebody. You feel me? Shit. Gang, watch this, man. Gangs, y'all might not want to believe this, man. Hey, Whack, again, I'm liking the conversation, man. A lot of
It's
us.
all love, homie. Don't even trip, man. Hey, I kind of get, like I said, homie, and homies have told me before, and I'm aware of it. I kind of get a complex when I hear motherfuckers talking like that because I feel like I done did everything for nothing at the end of the day, homie. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, that yeah.
You know, hey, a lot of motherfuckers they took the easy route and ran other and ran. You know what I mean? Man, homie, I took my licks and kept on ticking, kept on cripping. You know what I mean?
Non-active gang member, but I go to sleep from front hood and I wake up being from front. I'm always be a crip. If I tell them do it on gang bang no more, they still know me from being a crip. So let me show you what I'm saying. Last night, I went on Alameda in Compton where all the lowriders be at since they shut down Crenshaw and Broadway. So they be on Alameda in Compton. But I went with my move homie though. Every corner we went to, man, the motherfuckers like, what's up, blood? What's up, blood? And one of them did this. He said, OG, Bam, you ain't tripping on that. You ain't talking to me. You ain't calling me blood. You can say what you want to say amongst your people. Yeah. Don't stop talking because you with me. So I'm a type of crip whack. If me and you talking and the Damu walked up, I'm not gonna let you call him cuz. I'm gonna tell you, cuz, don't call him that. He ain't no keyway. I call crips that's worthy of me calling them that. Right? That's a validation of your cripping to call somebody cuz. Right? I'm a dude, like I was on the Hispanic show. When I prison that fucked me up, that bad, don't get mad at what I'm about to say. Prison that fucked me up so tough, man, that I wouldn't even fuck with my Hispanic cousins when I first came home.
Right.
That's how bad prison fucked me up.
Yeah.
I'll never get mad at that because I already understand that. That's why I be in your corner.
It fucked me up, man. And the Mexican dude I was telling you about, Mio, it fucked me up. I come home, I wouldn't even fuck with him. Mio like, damn, man, what's up? We grew up together. One day, my mama set me down, man, on a visit. She said, you know, when you came home, you wasn't messing with none of your cousins and none of your childhood friends. They was Hispanics. Watch this, man. And it dawned on me. My mother was right. Mio mother used to send me packages. My cousin married one of the most wonderful Mexican dudes I know. And watch this. He act just like this motherfucker whack. The only difference, he grew up in Fruitaro hood, right? Got the long hair. My cousin Mike is cool as a motherfucker. Prison will fuck you up, man. Where it makes you not want to fuck with people. Then it'll teach you how to fuck. Don't get me wrong, homie. I just believe, I ain't no racist when I say it, whack. I just believe every race should be what they sell. Now, I ain't saying couldn't be no prison. I'm talking about only in prison. I'm only talking about in prison. That's the only place I'm talking about at.
That's what I'm saying, homie. You are not the first older homie that I've heard say that. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, coming from where you coming from, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from where I'm coming from. And it's a wash. Homie, it's all good. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But we good. Don't take it that way. But my white boy home, but watch this, man, and his little brother Matthews look like Obi on Melbury, Andy Griffin's son. Red hair, the freckles and everything. I remember, man, right before I caught my murders, the boy was in Amsterdam and Avalon in blood territory for real, whack. This boy got on these big ass ropes. I had to pull over in my upper middle and say, Matthews, get in this motherfucking car because you're gonna have us catch a case. Soon somebody try to rob you. Right? Now don't get me wrong, man. They sent me to Centinela, level 4 yard. Just right before they had took off on the police in the dining hall and they got all the 180s out of there. They let us be down there. They forced the white boy in my shit. The white boy trip out of Long Beach. 4 corner block, I mean, right? Yeah, Long Beach. Either accept it as a set or go to the hole. I don't want to go to the hole because they were still letting us have family visits. So I ain't trying to lose my family visit. And watch this, man. My only requirement was what? He had to cut his hair. Because I ain't want the hair on the floor. You feel me? That was my only requirement.
And that's and you know that's kind of like the starter kit for a white boy crib is to have long hair.
Exactly. You feel me? And that's the cold part. My homie like that. Now he got to be bald. They got to have the long hair. And that was my only requirement. And Joe from 4 corner block, he taught me how to embrace that. And watch this. I used to tell him because I had the keys of the yard. So now you got to carry yourself a totally different way. But I knew if I would have rejected him, even though they threatened to put me in my hole, he'd have had more problems. Or I could have had more problems. And now motherfuckers that think like you and him be like, man, fuck Bam. I thought Bam was cool. You feel me? So I understand exactly what you're saying. I just when it comes, prison is different than society, man. I just believe every race should stick to themselves. You feel me?
Hey,
I was
hey,
looking at a show the other day, and a motherfucker said, "Yeah, man, do the police set up people?" And I put on there. I commented on. I said, "Yeah, man, the police set up a lot of people. And the ones you talking to, people, the ones that feed into it. The Southern Mexicans was with the police setting them up, setting us up so they can do shit to us." And dude
Yeah,
agreed.
for sure.
He said, "You're right." So that's just some prison shit, man. I ain't no racist. I got
No,
white
hey,
cousins.
bro,
Listen to me, man.
hey, Bam. Like
You
I
feel
said,
me?
homie, I got kind of hot, but hey, it's all love. Hey, look, you know,
Right?
we can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like real quick story.
Well,
Like,
watch
so I
this.
parole.
This
Look,
bad
let me
and
just.
dirty show. This how it's supposed to end on a good note. I'm finna go buy me a Modelo. Get this half a blunt. Did y'all smoke blunts now, bad? I don't smoke joints no more. Because I go to work, I got to go back to work at 4:00 in the morning, man. We're going to Fresno. Again, bad. I'm going to
Oh, what
Fresno.
happened?
Hey,
No,
Bam, quick question. You know Gangster from
Who turned
Majestic
you out?
yeah, that's
with the
my
Somebody
low
little
turned you
homie.
out
riders?
on them blood.
That's my
Yeah, I
little
had to ask you
homeboy.
that. Okay.
My
Yeah,
his little sister used to go with my little brother, Inch.
yeah. He
That's my
does it real
little
hard with them
kid.
low riders, man.
Yeah, but
Gangster
well,
does
that's
his
one
thing,
reason I
man.
was out there last night. They telling me now to find me an 83 coupe. If I find an 83 coupe, because I found out how much money I'm getting on my income tax. If I find me 83 coupe, they're gonna cut it for me, do it based on. I just wanted to lay and play. But Gangster, my little homie, me and
Man.
Turtle from Santana was best friends. You feel me? But
Okay.
I love this show, hey Wack. I hope we can get in. Matter of fact, Wack, get my number from Dirt, man. I want you to
Yeah, I
come
want
on
to
my
top
show.
it. Hey, I want to
Watch,
top
no,
it
I
up
want
with
you
you.
to
Hey,
come on my show Thursday.
I'll do that, man. Hey,
And
you know,
get my number from Wack and hit me, homie.
Hey, Bam, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but you know they say, hey, I'm the #1 assist man on YouTube. You get the white Crip on there, the numbers go up. I'm just saying though, bro.
All right, well, we gonna see. We gonna see. But watch this, because the name of my show is OG's Perspective. So now I got a different perspective. I want you to enlighten people to what I ain't, what you enlighten me to. So get my
Hey, bro,
number
it's
from
all
Dirt,
good.
homie. Get my
I
number
got
from
you.
Dirt. I'm finna roll to
All
the
right,
store
man.
and give me a beer.
All right, much
I'm gonna hit,
love, homie.
hey, Bag, I'm gonna hit y'all in again.
All right,
All
Bam.
right, y'all. Y'all have a nice one.
All right, Bam. Yeah, what's up though? I gotta laugh my ass off about C-Mac getting his ass whooped though, y'all. Come on, man.
That dude is a cartoon, bro.
They fuck. Yeah, he's a joke, man. You know, it was coming eventually, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's like
Turned him out.
he's like a meme, bro. Like, and you know the cat's kind of slow, but I don't give a fuck. You know, it
Hey,
was
that's what. Hey, Nick. That's what I've been saying. I'm like, hey,
yeah,
look.
he's slow. He's slow
Hey,
as
he
fuck. He'll tell you he's
slightly
slow.
retarded, bro.
Yeah, he'll tell you he's slow.
Yeah.
C-Mac will tell you in a second, like, I don't really got it
Nick,
all.
though, you
But
don't
I'll
want to
tell you
sleep
I
on
don't
that
got
dude.
it
He's
all
dangerous.
too. But it's two different things though. You feel me? Like he really don't got it all. You feel me?
Exactly.
But you know, it's sad, you know, at the end of the day, because we gonna be seeing C-Mac get worse than DP'd before this is over, and y'all know that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
DP for what?
bro.
man, that Hoover
Guess
killer
we
on
got
his
you.
forehead is gonna be detrimental in the
Hey,
end.
Bam. Big. I mean, hey, Big. I guess he got I guess he used to be
Yeah.
from another hood before.
6-0 in Texas, right?
Pardon me?
I think he was claiming 60s in Texas.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's what I
I don't
heard.
even. Hey, honestly, I don't even be paying. I see
Yeah,
him, and
but
he kind of makes me
yo,
cringe,
that's why I
bro.
was laughing. That shit ain't news to me.
I
He
feel
told
you.
us. He
I
told the
feel you,
world about
Wack.
that shit.
I feel you. He's
Yeah,
horrible.
C-Mac
He's a
already told
horrible.
about that shit.
He's a
Yeah.
horrible spokesman. He's a horrible mascot for the gang in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck did he become like the big dog? It's like really everybody just laughs at him. Adam 22, he just laughs at C-Mac basically. He just kind of makes jokes out of him, and C-Mac goes with it because it works for him, man.
Well, it puts a couple dollars in his pocket. You know what I mean?
I mean, you guys, man, I know you guys are all some real ones, man. And this shit that these guys do, man, is sad, bro. And they're like, they're being successful with it. I don't care. I'd rather be broke rubbing 2 pennies together before I do that shit. I just won't do it, man. I just won't do it, man. Yeah, I just can't do that shit, y'all. Like, you know, and it's gonna be short-lived. Like, you're gonna be hot for a minute, but you're gonna come and go. That's what we're seeing right now with the YouTubers. That's why I kind of kicked back, y'all, because I'm gonna jump back up talking shit as soon as you can see everybody's hand. Oh, I'm gonna jump back up talking shit. You feel me? You better know it. And it's already to that point. Everybody's already to that point where everybody knows what it is at this point with the shit, you know?
See, that's why I
Watch.
don't even, hey, bro, that's why, honestly, I don't even,
Remember,
the YouTube shit, I don't even get involved in. But, hey, Dirt, I was going to tell, hey, man, Dan, you done had a whole crib blow up on your live, bro.
Cousin
I know,
him.
and then you fucking call me and say,
Cousin
we're going to go live tonight. You don't even call me.
Hey, you stupid, Dirt. Cousin Neil.
Shit, I didn't know who was shit. I just know who was hella Crips. Cousin him.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Dirt. Hey, but you know what?
Got somebody else called me, you know?
Hey, on everything I love though, that kind of like made my day, bro, because it kind of like stimulated my mind a little bit, right? And it took me back to what I want to stay away from, bro. And that's, hey, bro, you don't know how many times that I've always that have dealt with, and I'm not, hey, fuck saying who's right or wrong, bro. I'm just saying homies that have dealt with homies like to think like that. And then you still got to toe the line because you are what you say you are. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it is what it is, homie. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it goes on more than people know, bro. But that's why I've always said, homie, I've always put it out there that I've gotten into it with more homies than I have with white boys, bro.
Yeah, I would say there was I mean somebody that hadn't been in riots behind white gang members. I say that everything that you were saying was accurate. Like when they hit the yard, like the temperature of the yard changes. Motherfuckers start going to the store, loading up, getting their soups, their cosmetics in order.
But it don't have to, though. It don't have to, though. You know?
Yeah, and one thing Bam said there was 100, and I told him that was the one thing he was right. And I'm not, you know what, it could be all right. It's just a matter of perspective. But one of the things that I agreed with him on was it's on the white boy to approach the woods and say, hey, I'm Wooter Whoop from Wooter Whoop. If you got a problem, let's deal with it. I used to, that was my thing, bro. The homies used to be like, hey, I'm finna go get at the woods. No, you're not. You're not going, I'm going over there, bro. What are you going over there for? You know what I mean? I'm going over there.
Here's the beauty about Bam. It ain't the first time Dirt and I've seen this on here. He will come in here and he will argue himself into changing his own mind. You know what I mean? That's what I love about this dude. He will argue himself into changing his own mind, and at the end, he'll say, "My perspective changed."
Everything I love, Bam reminds me of so many older homies, bro.
He's my dad's age, man.
Hey, if it ain't black, it ain't black, homie. And so, trust me, bro. And then, hey, some of the dudes, I can name two.
And I get it, but
if
we're ever going to stop people from killing each other, we can't have racial divide anywhere.
No, that's how they play us, is the divide and conquer. It's actually some deep Masonic shit, you guys.
So we got to get past that if we're ever going to stop all the madness. We can't have division.
And that's what we're doing right here. You know what I realized with Bam is he's just from a different time where he's just sticking to his guns. Is like, but he's gonna start to see,
but you see how he's changing.
Everybody's
his heart too.
mixed these days with something. Yeah. I see that. He's like, you know, he's willing to learn.
Last time too.
Okay, you guys, you know what? I said one time, I was like, you know what? Okay, when some shit kicked off with Viking in Frisco Dom and all that shit, somebody was like, you supporting a white racist and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna tell you what, when it came down to Mac Montana, I said, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with a white Nazi before I fuck with a snitch. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I can talk maybe some sense to that white Nazi. Like, bro, maybe you shouldn't think like that. Maybe you're offending people. You know, like if you're cool, like, damn, I'm black, you like me, we're cool. Maybe you like other people from my race. Maybe you just had some bad experience. But if you're a snitch, I can't reason with you at all. There's no conversation.
That's true too.
None. So when I told somebody that shit flat out. Like, I'll stand on that statement any day of the week. Like, I'll fuck with a racist before a snitch because I can reason with that racist. I can I can have bro, like I said, but a snitch though, like, bro, but we know that story. We know that story. But the thing I want to say is that your reaction toward a DP is different from, I think, California. Like, you can
Like once a person gets DP, that's like a clean slate. To be honest,
you're starting over down there.
I'm
Back-
looking at it
back
like
to
this. What the fuck did they even have to? Okay, where I'm from, if that happened to you, like, bro, we don't even play that shit. Like,
So that's called a removal then.
we don't even play that shit really. Like, okay, one of my homies, he's like one of the higher ups, and he was like, bro, I'll never take a violation again. Never. Like, motherfuckers get to a point where they won't even follow their own rules of the gang, bro. Like, you feel me? So I guess you could say it's a badge of honor for C-Mac to fight 10 people, because I'm not fighting 10 people. I'm killing 9, 10. I'm killing all you motherfuckers. You're killing me. We're not doing hell no, bro. I'm not. No,
Yeah,
we
who got
don't-
DP'd
no.
anyways? I missed
I'm
it.
from the Midwest, bro. We don't know. We'll shoot our own people. Like, no, we don't give a fuck. You
I
know?
get.
You talking about
I'm,
fucking?
hey, look,
well,
this
out
is
here in
thing.
the West, man, that's an honorable thing to do.
They gave that
stand
fool a
up,
pumpkin
stand
head,
up, and
though.
be accountable
he did.
for your actions.
He took a
Nah,
pumpkin head, though.
He does deserve the respect of he went and took his medicine. You know what I mean?
Who
Yeah.
A
did?
lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna do that, man. Hey,
Well,
I'ma
you
tell
got to
like
think,
this,
bro.
right?
How could he have ran?
Who,
He couldn't
C-Mac?
duck. His career would be over if he tried to avoid that.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. Hey, fuck the career if you ain't trying to take an ass whooping.
Yeah,
Hell
a lot of people
yeah.
gotta say,
You know, you
fuck
gotta
my
fight
view
10.
count.
You gotta fight 10
I care about my
motherfuckers.
health more.
Hey,
Hey,
I ain't
so
gonna
is there
lie,
footage of
hey,
that shit? Is there a video of
Hey,
that, y'all?
listen, bro. And this, I'm 43
I'm not
years
fighting
old,
10 people.
and I being through what I've been through, I'm not taking a DP of 10 motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you
That's
that right there.
that's where you get to eventually. You're like, nigga, I don't
No,
care.
I'm just
Fuck all
hey,
that.
even
I feel you.
even when I was younger, you know what I'm saying. Even I remember, look, homie, 10 years ago, statute of limitations.
At 40 something, if you're doing
But
shit
look,
that's DPable, you may as well walk.
I see. Hey,
Yeah.
I took my little homie to get DP by the homies, and it was a 2-on-1. You know what I mean? So it's not even 10-on-1. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's like, bro, they made it so he couldn't.
Yeah,
like,
this
he
ain't gonna be a
couldn't
DP
win
no
no
more
matter
because I'm
what.
stabbing
Like,
fucking 5 of you.
you know, like, I feel like they just did that to him, really, because they just really don't like him, bro. And they're like, you know what? Let's just beat this dude's ass. I don't really know how y'all get down out there.
I
But,
believe.
you know,
I believe.
that's what I feel like.
I believe the way LA Crips get down,
Yeah,
and
y'all
Bloods,
would
just
know
in
more than
general, that whole culture.
Yeah.
He's making the set look bad.
What you're
They
saying
will
that
get
they
on you just because of
DP'd
that.
based on what
Yep,
some other
that's
man
true.
said from another state?
Okay, so let's say he's making the set look bad. That's why they DP'd him. So how does getting DP'd how does that make it so he's still not making the set look bad?
Because he
Well,
not. I
basically,
mean, shit. He did it,
Because they-
and he took his
Tomorrow he
medicine.
does it again.
he stood up and took his medicine.
He's still not doing. He still ain't done nothing foul though. There's a difference between foul and just
The
you
hood
know.
looks bad if you don't do nothing about your people running rampant like that. That's when it looks bad. If you discipline them, then you did what you're supposed to.
Like, do we
Look,
know
hey,
why
bro,
they got on
I'm-
him, really?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
This
be
is the
honest.
first I've heard about it.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Even coming up, there was a gang of homies that used to be from other cliques.
I said that earlier when I heard about it. That shit is nothing
like,
strange or
hey,
new.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
yeah. You're right about that.
Not, bro. Like I bullshit you not.
I
You know what
know.
I'm saying? And I don't hide this from nobody, bro. Like I used to when I lived in the Del Sol apartments, and them motherfuckers used to try to recruit me every goddamn day, bro.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, fuck nah. You know what I mean? I'm a Crip, homie. And then but I used to fuck with them fools from the essays from Del Sol, homie.
Yeah.
And then tell them, like, I still talk to them on some of them on Facebook, and they all got lives and kids and all that, and they still be like, "S.A. Jimmy, what's up, fool?" You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like, hey, homie, we all know somebody that. I mean, I've never claimed another hood outside of my hood, homie, but there's so many motherfuckers that used to be from different cliques and all that, bro, that you'd probably have to DP the whole neighborhood, bro.
Yeah, because in LA it happens a lot because there's so many fucking neighborhoods and people move around a lot. So you be living in one neighborhood for 5 years, you already fucking with that neighborhood, and now you all of a sudden up and move to the east side to another neighborhood, but yet you still going after school or whatever every day to your old neighborhood to fucking kick it and coming back to live in this neighborhood. So
yeah,
eventually you're gonna be good in both neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Eventually, you know what I mean. So It happens all the time. And you know what? The thing about C-Mac is the dude that smutted him should have fucking at least watched Homeboy's videos from the beginning, because C-Mac told everybody, the whole world, about all that Texas shit in the fucking beginning of his shit. And I mean, that's why when they told me that today, I was like, fuck, he told everybody that shit a long time ago.
That's how the
about
internet
Texas.
be. That's how the internet be, bad. They forget overnight, though. They
Yeah.
forget overnight, dog.
So you mean to tell me he got disciplined by LA gang members off of what a man from Texas said and nothing more?
But see, I didn't know that part. But look,
No, that's
this
what
is
I'm
the
asking.
thing.
That's what I'm asking.
No, hey, no. Like I told Crazy earlier, I said, look, I don't keep up with the dude. The dude just happens to show up on my timeline.
Yeah.
So he makes me cringe, bro, when I see him. Like,
Who's that, T-Mac?
yeah,
Fuck
it
with
just,
him, man. I like him.
to me, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
See, I had an
you know,
uncle that was schizophrenic, and he was real dangerous, man. He kicked the doors off of cop cars and shit when he was having episodes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you
Nothing
what
to
though,
sleep
bad.
on. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I
tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. What really fucked me up about C-Mac
mean?
is when he did the Thanksgiving Day video, and he was talking sexually explicit to that little boy. That's when I was like, oh, that's like, bro.
Yeah, I just,
Like, imagine this, you guys. Imagine I come into your house, or I see your kid at the park, and I start talking to your kid about fucking bitches, and he's 8, let's say,
Yeah.
and I start talking to your kid about fucking bitches in the ass and all. Let's say let's put it in this
and
perspective,
that's
the
a
real
step kid
perspective.
too. I think that's even
Listen,
worse.
yep. Let's say you're in prison, bad, and I'm in your house, and I'm your kid's stepdad, okay? And I start talking to your 8-year-old about basically what I do with your girl.
To your mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you guys, bro, it's called child
Yeah, no, that ain't
enticement.
cool. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah, that's
when I saw him
definitely
do
not cool.
that, when I saw him do that shit, bro, I had to do it. I didn't look at it for what it was right away, because it
Yeah.
wasn't like he was really trying to be a weirdo intentionally.
Right.
I don't, because he put it on camera. He didn't really, but
Right.
then when you analyze what he did, that's like a kind of like that's an offense right there, bro.
I'll
That's a
put it
sex
to you like
offense.
this. Lucky for him, it's his son-in-law. You know what I mean? Or
Bro,
stepson.
like,
Stepson.
it
If that would have
honestly,
just been somebody
it
else's
doesn't even
kid,
matter.
ooh.
But even if it's your stepson, though, that's what
No,
I'm
I
saying.
know it doesn't
even
matter, but I mean,
doesn't even matter.
it
If
kind of
that's your-
matters because you
Dirt,
might
I
have a
never
reason to.
listen. My son's
You'd
20
have
years
more
old, and I've
reason,
never
right?
had a graphic conversation with him about what I do to his mother,
Well, most
or
people
to
don't.
it's weirdo shit. So I'm like, when I saw him do that, I said, okay,
Yeah,
there's something
most
else is
people
going
don't.
on with this dude. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
he's definitely not all there. That's for sure.
no, he ain't all there, bro. He's not
Yeah.
all there. And it's like, you know what? Eventually, these guys are all gonna weed themselves out. Like, this is what's been going on. Everybody's been weeding themselves out. Like, just
Yeah.
let people talk, and it's over for them, bro. Like, if they're full of shit, just let them talk, and everybody's gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Silverback made a video recently trying to talk shit about like me, Nate, and Dirt. I'm not even gonna go into it much, but it was comical, bro. And I'm like, bro, we're not even gonna address this shit because it's
Yeah.
all lies. Like, we know it's all lies. Like, these dudes, every time they open their mouths, it's just straight up lies coming out. You know, they'll fool the general population, but dang, you know what it really was? I think Silverback was mad that me, Dirt, and Nate have stayed friends throughout all this shit, even though people have tried to throw monkey wrenches at us and all that,
Yeah.
bro. We ain't going for it. Like, you're just, you know, we all stick together, you know? And it's like, I think other people, that they kind of envy that, you know, not having real friends. They're
Yeah.
like, damn, these dudes are actually tight. They
One
really kick it. You know?
One thing I learned about this YouTube shit, man, and that's why, honestly, I don't even, and Bad, you know, off the personal conversations we've had, bro, is like, that's why I don't fuck with it, bro, because
It's hard, man.
it's soap opera, homie. You know what I mean? And it's like, look, I go through shit in my personal life, let alone having to deal with a motherfucker I don't even know in real life. You know what I mean?
And you know what, Whack? You know what? You gotta talk shit. You gotta gossip. I did all that shit, bro. I did all the bullshit, and it's the shit, bro. And you see, I can't keep it up. Like,
But look,
I was up to
I've
making
been on here 2 years and ain't nobody fucking with me really.
bad.
You know
I was up to making $500 a month, right?
Really, that's crazy.
When I was talking shit, beef,
trolls, bro.
you said what?
I said I don't have too many trolls. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just see all the interactions between all the other YouTubers, and it's like they get mad who goes on this station, they get mad who goes on that station, if you go on my station, you better not go on these 3 stations. Like, bro, I'm not finna play that.
I think
shit,
in the
bro.
last
Like,
2 or 3 years, I think I probably had that many fucking people try to come at me in the comments, like maybe 3 or 4 people talk.
shit, hey,
You know what I mean?
today,
And it was
hey,
short lived. One day, fucking, I got on their shit and fucking that was it.
yeah, hey, OG Bam, hey, today OG Bam was the first motherfucker that I've ever really gotten into it with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was just on so. But see, I don't even look at that funny because I know of G niggas like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I
but
know,
the thing is
you know what I mean?
that doesn't mean just because the whole world. Okay, I'll put it to you like this: most of the fucking Seattle fucking drug culture are heroin addicts. Okay, does that mean it's right? You know what I mean? Does that mean it's right? No.
Hey, no.
So the thing is that old way of thinking gotta fucking change. You know what I mean?
No,
Because
it does. But listen, this is the thing, bro. This is the thing, and I had to remind myself of this of when I was getting mad and going back and forth with him was, and you're gonna understand this because you grew up the right way too. Is that I had in the back of my mind, it was always whack. You're talking to a G nigga, bro. You're talking to a nigga that went to prison the year you were born. So you know what I'm saying? So as much as I wanted to like fly off the handle and be like, nigga, woo, hey, I have to show cuz his respect, bro. You know what I mean?
And one
Hey,
thing I respect about Bam is, as far as that N-word goes, I challenge you to fucking tell me when you've heard him use it. Okay. Now, one thing I saw him get on Dre, the last time he was on here, he was all up on Dre shit because Dre was using the shit out of it, and I really respected the fuck out of that because he was on his own people too for using it, not just other races. You know what I mean?
That's how.
So,
That's
I
how
fuck
I
with that.
know. That's how I know that I was fucking with a real one, bro. Because listen,
Right.
you know how much I've gotten into like 4 or 5 fights in the pen over using that word, bro.
Yeah.
So I know how. Look, my road dog from Five Dudes Broadway, Bosco. Me and that dude, when we first met, we couldn't stand each other, bro. And he told me we ended up getting into it like this. We were at the gambling shack, and I said something to him, hey nigga, woo. He said, hey, you call me nigga again, homie, we're gonna get down. And I said, nigga, what you talking about, nigga? And he was like, let's go. So we went and got down, and after that, me and him became cool in the mud. You couldn't separate us, bro, because he had to see that. Hey, look, this white boy ain't just talking about Crip. He is a Crip. So hey, you know, hey, look, homie, you can't listen, homie. That's why I tell motherfuckers, I don't need the help. I am the help. Like a lot of white Crips or a lot of white Bloods, I haven't seen them, but I've heard they go to the yard looking for help. Nah, bro, hey, I don't need y'all help, homie. I'm gonna handle my business whether y'all fuck with me or not. You understand what I'm saying? And so,
and that's how you get the help. That's how you get the help is when they see you're gonna help yourself.
Right, and see, so G's like him, they have that mentality, bro. And so, you know, hey, even though I don't, it should be like, it shouldn't be like that, but I understand why it is like that, and I understand why they are like that.
I do too, and I understand that all this probably started today over the N-word, and that's one thing that I would have, if I came beforehand, I would have probably told everybody, you know, the homie don't like that word, fucking, but at the same time, damn, with all due respect, and he knows that I'm telling the truth, we can't expect the world to change to our ways when we're traveling to other channels, to other platforms, to other different, you know, whatever it may be. We can't go over there and set the fucking rules and shit like that. We can in our own platform, you know what I mean? But we can't expect the world to fucking conform to us everywhere we go. And that's something I'm preaching to myself because I'm the same fucking way. I expect people to fucking talk to me in a certain way. Don't use certain words with me, this and that. And what it is I'm trying to make the world conform to that convict way. When I'm in the world now, I'm not there anymore. I'm in the world. So in all reality, it's got to be a give and take thing. Like I need to conform to those ways. Doesn't mean I need to partake in the bullshit fucking, you know, talk that they talk, but it definitely means I can't be trying to push no hard ass line on them either. You know what I mean?
Well, Bad, you know what? You know what, man? Bad, you know what? I beg to differ a little bit as far as, but you are right.
one thing I'm gonna say about Bam,
Yes,
as
babe.
far as with the N word,
No, I
is
don't.
he's right. Like
Oh,
none of us
look,
should be
you do.
calling each other that shit. I call everybody the N word. You could be white, Mexican, black. We call everybody the N. We call everybody the N word in the Midwest, bro.
Man,
You know what I'm
too,
saying?
bro.
Like we
I
don't
got
even
that
give a
shit
fuck,
bad.
you know. But it's like he's right though, and I understand where he's
Yeah.
coming from, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because
No, I'm not saying nothing against him. Saying that
no, bad. But what I was saying,
it's
I'm
reality
talking about
now.
as far
Yeah.
no, no, I totally agree with you on that, bad. As far as society
Yeah.
though, in their bitch ass ways.
Yeah.
Oh no, bro,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to push the line on them. Like I like to push that line on them constantly. Like, and sometimes I get arrested. You've seen me do it to cops,
Yeah,
bro.
but
You've
you're
seen me go
going
to
a
jail.
little
Like,
further.
Well, see, look,
you
I'm
said
talking
what,
about
man?
normal people, not snitches, dropouts, weirdos, any of that. I'm just talking about the normal population, the
Fuck
people
them,
that
bro.
I interact
No,
with every day that
hey,
you
no,
know are
I
young
know,
and
but
they're
when
on
they
that
do
fucking
some
oh
asshole
bitch
shit,
oh fuck, you
you
know
gotta think about it like this.
they
when they
do.
do some
And,
asshole shit though, bad, get in their face and let them know. Don't ever think that
oh, I
there's something
trust me,
wrong.
I do.
Don't assault them.
Trust me.
Don't make it to the point where you're about to go to
Oh, I've
prison. But kind of, I don't know,
almost
bro.
done that too.
I
The
agree
first
with
day
you.
I worked on my job, I let 5 people know because I
Yeah,
was
bro.
completely
Keep
fucking
doing it to
shocked.
them.
They're all calling each other bitch and all this
Yeah,
shit, right?
keep
And I was
letting people
completely
just,
shocked.
bro.
And then they
Fuck
start
these
trying to
people
play
out
me
here in
like that.
society, man.
And I'm like, hey, I let them know I go check it out, homie. I'm cool to play. We can play around and shit. I said, but if you cross the line with me, I'm gonna see you outside of that gate at 4 o'clock when we get off. 5 people on my first day, I had to fucking have that talk with.
Fuck it.
You know what I mean?
Fuck it.
On the
And
first
you know
day.
what, bad?
And
And don't ever feel bad about bro, I do the same shit bad and
well,
I
I don't feel
question
bad
it.
about it, but what
And
I
I'm
mean
like,
is
damn, am
like
I
we
just
can't
an asshole?
go
But I don't even
expecting
care,
the
man. Like,
world
fuck
to.
people, man.
I guess a good example would be the N-word. You know what I mean? I understand that it's real sensitive for some people, but in 2022, it's a household fucking word. Everybody and their mother uses it. I don't personally, but a lot of people do, and that's just my own choice and my, you know, the where I was brought up and when, I guess, has a lot to do with it. But I personally don't use it, but a lot of people do. And for us to try to make the world change to our ways that we got set into while we were incarcerated, it just doesn't make sense because we ain't incarcerated
Well,
anymore. You know what I mean?
I
Does it mean
call
we have
it.
to shit on our morals? No, not at all. Fucking not even close. You know
Well,
what I
you
mean?
know what,
We
bad?
still got
You
our
know
morals,
what?
but we can't expect the world to turn into convicts because of us. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right about that. You're definitely
That's
right
look,
about that, man.
and that's the I call that
I be
the
feeling like they should though. Like, motherfucker, you better
Well,
get in
I'd like
line.
them a
Like,
lot more if they did. But
I call it the American me moment. Remember when he was when he went boot shopping and the dude was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Hold on,
yeah.
I got
He
somebody
was
right
like,
there," and he was
what?
like, "Hey, Holmes,
yeah,
look
yeah,
at me when
yeah,
you talk to
yeah.
me."
yeah,
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he said,
That's some
motherfucker, I
prison
got
shit,
money.
bro. Hey,
Yeah,
and my girl told me that before too. Like, why isn't that like? I told her like, why, like, look at me when you're talking to me,
yeah,
and she's like, we're not in fucking prison. What the fuck?
right.
And I'm like,
Just
well,
like
what do you
he
mean
said,
we're not in prison? Like, that's a
he's just
respect
doing his
thing.
pinche
And
job.
she's like, no, that's that prison bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
What, you thought he wasn't
it's
showing you
real though.
respect?
Yeah, yep, exactly. Yep.
He's like, hey, he's just doing his pinche job.
He's just doing his pinky job.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I don't know,
fucking
bad.
bad.
I be believing in like pushing the line on these assholes out here, man. Fuck
Yeah,
'em, man.
but
Make
you
them
gotta,
feel it,
man,
you know?
especially in Cal, and like not to separate states or anything, but in California,
No,
you
there's
got
a
so
difference.
many different class of people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Out here in the world, so you can't just because they're different doesn't mean they're assholes. You know what I mean? So it
yeah.
doesn't mean they need a line pushed on them either. Like there's a lot of people that I think would do us some good to listen and learn from that haven't been locked up, that know how to fucking move out here and fucking, and you know what I mean, and still carry themselves with a certain amount of fucking dignity and respect. You know what I mean? There's a lot
Hey, you know what
to
was
There's
be
some
funny?
learned.
squares I really was a square that carries itself and that's respectful to me. Like that, they're cool with me, bro. As far as like, you don't
Right.
have to be like a super goon, like or none of that shit, or even been through the life. But
I
as
think
long as
my
you're just
biggest
not on
problem is
some
the tone that
bullshit with
people
me,
use. That's my biggest problem in the world is the tone. It's not even necessarily what people say because, I mean, sometimes it is. I'm not into the bitch or the punk or all that shit too much, but it's like I'm all up for debate. We don't have to agree, but just
right?
watch your fucking tone with me. You know what I mean? Just watch your
Man,
tone. That's all.
hey,
I'm not
your
using no
tone of
fucking.
voice is everything, bro.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
gotta tell motherfuckers, bro. Like, why?
And
Hey,
that's
bro,
what
you
it is with
watch
me.
your fucking
It's like
tone.
I
You know
don't
what I
care
mean?
you're disagreeing. just
Right.
don't fucking get loud with me. You know what I mean? Watch your tone a little bit.
Hey, you know what?
I mean?
Hey, you know it's a trip. Hey, Big Bad.
Yeah,
Remember last time I was in Dago, I was with the little homies. Remember that on the
yeah, I
block?
do remember that.
Hey, and motherfuckers, hey, Bam would have tripped out if he would have watched that video and seen all of us, the Samoans, the Filipinos, everybody
Well,
saying
that's why I
nigga.
threw that out there. You know?
Yeah, hey, on the real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know if you were even in there still when I told him that. You know what I mean? But
oh no, I wasn't. What? Oh, what'd you say?
I told Bam, I said, you know what? You need to know that the gang he comes from got whites, it's got Mexicans, it's got Usos, Filipinos. You know what I mean? There's all races in that gang. You know what
And
I
I
mean?
remember, was it
And
you
he-
that night or somebody
Yeah, it
that
was
night
me,
was
remember?
like, damn, all I hear
Yeah.
is nigga, and there ain't one black motherfucker standing around.
And then I remember too, they were trying to fucking get you
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
go to the wreck. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, if those fools been to the pin? I said, Whack, those fools been to the pin? He said, nope. I said, tell them to shut up then.
Oh, everything. Oh, everything. Big Bad said that. Like, tell them fools shut the fuck up.
That was his homies from his neighborhood too. I didn't care though. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? If you, how dare you put a man in a position to give his freedom up if you never gave up one day of your own? You know what I mean?
Big Lazy said, I got a question, y'all. Why would non-blacks that never grew up around brothers would want to say nigga in the first place? Well, I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
All
that part, I can't answer that, bro.
Hey, I can't answer that. All I can say is I've grown
Maybe
up
rap
saying,
music? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've grown up saying it, and now it's to the point where I hear Southsiders saying it all the time, and that shit blows my mind.
See, another thing, in the north, a lot of northerners use it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we've been housed with them a lot. You know what I mean? We've been housed with them a lot, inside and outside, but a lot on the inside. You know what I mean? Fucking so, it's one of those things that it didn't happen overnight, but it definitely happened. Like I said, I don't particularly use it. I ain't mad at for the next man, but I'll tell you like this. Here's what I say, and I've said this more than once on here. If Bam's having a conversation with Whack, and Whack says the N-word 20 times and Bam says it 10 times, that's a problem to me. To me, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Overusing it is a problem just as well, you know? It's like
my thing is this: if it's your in your vocabulary, bro, like don't change how you talk. Just to that's why I respect it.
And that's what people got to understand.
That's
man.
why
people,
I respect it, Whack, because it's like whatever you just talk like that. It is what it is, bro.
Right? Because that's where he grew up around.
Like this, I don't do it to toot my own horn, but I tell people so they can really understand where I'm coming from and who I am, bro. Like not once have I ever said I'm black, bro.
Right.
Hey, I'm a white boy, bro. Man, my ex-girl now, she can tell you, I listen to more country music now than I do anything else, bro. Like,
I know you are.
I'm a white boy, bro, but listen, I got Crip tattooed all over my body, bro. And when I was doing it, I really believed in it, and I would have died for it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's because it all started in your neighborhood, which is the reason. Not to go back into that is the reason why I'm trying to wrap my head around why you would denounce that over racial things once you get incarcerated. That's like denouncing your fucking mother and father to me.
Right.
Because, you know what I mean?
So
just
Whack,
because
I got
your
a
aunt and
homie
uncle
that's
came over and
basically
you
just
like
like
your
you.
aunt and uncle better, or you know, they look more like you, then now you're going to do that to me. And I'm not saying that it's wrong the way of thinking, but it is wrong. That way of thinking is wrong. You know what I mean?
So look, I got a homie that's basically just like Whack, right? And I think he tries to get along with white people, which I'm sure he does get along with some of them, but he just feels like a lot of them act funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said, just a lot of white people in general in society just are funny style ass motherfuckers. Even coming from his perspective, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't use the N word, but he basically sounds just like Whack without the N word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's his preference. And one time somebody was like, "You punk ass white boy," and one of the black homies was like, "Man, fuck that. Call him a nigger back, like with the ER on it." And Gordy was like, "Man, I ain't gonna do it." Like he just was never comfortable using that word. And he has mixed kids, and he's just
Man,
never
hey,
been comfortable using that word in that. But that's just him though. But he's still a hood motherfucker. Where if you heard him on the phone, you'd be like, "There's no way this motherfucker's white. Like he's lying. Like
And
there's
see,
no
that's
way
the
he's white.
big
There's
difference
no
right
way."
there. With
crazy.
Wack,
Look,
you would know he's white when you hear him. Because my actual first encounter with Wack was a phone interview with somebody. I don't know if that was when fucking Longbeard bring him around, and
Yeah.
I knew right away he was white by his voice.
Who is Longbeard, man? Wasn't he like
You
a
don't remember
moderator
Longbeard?
or something?
Yeah, here he was.
Whatever happened to him?
Hey, crazy.
He
Look, let
fucking,
me see.
he fucking went fucking left
Yeah.
when he should have went right.
Okay.
He should-
I think I remember that.
Went
Well,
on some
look,
racial shit, you know.
Hey,
Right,
what?
right.
Hey, what does sounding black really mean though? Like, I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
If
I
you
would like to know that myself because
like if you think about like
for one thing, black's a color. So how do you sound black?
yeah, like how? I mean, is it the lingo? Is it the
Fuck
tone?
it. You know what? Ethnic, or not even just
real, yeah,
urban
that's
type.
what it is. It's
Just like a
Ebonics
street.
and shit,
You
you
just
know
sound
what I
like a street motherfucker. We'll just say like that.
Ebonics
You ain't got to
and
say
shit.
black because we'll just say you know. I can just tell by your voice that you know you're a street motherfucker. You could probably never pass it off anywhere.
That's
You
the
know.
thing, though, that we got to get
any
past
other way.
because there's too many. You know, back in those days, though, you got to realize you had black neighborhoods, then you had Mexican neighborhoods, Asian neighborhoods. Now it's just everybody mixed. If you poor, you're fucking poor.
It's just
no
a
longer
street.
racism,
Yeah, it's like at this
socialism,
point, it's like a
fucking-
universal
like Yuck
street
said.
lingo. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
At
out to
this
Yuck
point,
Mouth.
Right.
He,
you know,
he said it ain't racism no more. It's socialism.
right.
It's fucking true.
Well, hey, what they say? What they say? Every hood.
Or no, he
is the
said it's
same.
classism. He said it's classism, not racism. It's classism. Because
Well, it
whatever
is.
class
It is.
you fit
Hey,
into-
it is. It's the rich versus the poor, bro. But they just
exactly.
it change it changes
Exactly.
look sometimes, but it's still the same, bro. It's classism.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. You know what? You know how to. You know the furthest we can get out of that. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I noticed that knows no color is the credit system. The worldwide credit it does not know a
Right.
color. It does not give a fuck if you're black, pink, orange. If you got good credit,
True that.
like you're in like a different. You know, people treat you different. It's funny. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
People treat you different, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so that's one thing I've been focusing on, y'all, is just trying to like get all that shit back in order because I kind of fucked my shit up. You know what I'm saying? I just been, I've been doing DoorDash. You guys, DoorDash is the lick. You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
hear. If
Yeah, I
you
made
get
$200 yesterday doing DoorDash in about like 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna get off the shit and go do it. I need to make another 50 because I want to make at least 100 a day doing it. At least though. You know,
yeah.
so I should be able to make that in about
So
3
what
hours.
you're saying is that's why we haven't seen you on YouTube lately.
Yeah, I'm just like doing like other little shit that's more
Well,
more lucrative than 9 cents of
you
view.
got my phone number, you know.
Yeah, I got you, man.
You know what you're supposed to
I got
say?
you.
You're supposed to say, yeah, you got mine too, and the fucking line goes in two directions.
Yeah, you motherfucking right.
That's what I tell motherfuckers when they're like, you know, you could call me. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? The line works in two directions, motherfucker. You can call me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
hey, man, hey, don't speak like that, bad, because I've been waiting on your call, my nigga, for like 3
I know
weeks.
it, man. I've had so much shit going on, bro.
I know. Hey, you never told me the ending to that story though. About did you go back and get it or not?
I went back, but I didn't get it. I
Oh,
tried.
all right.
I took metal detectors, fucking trimmers, extra eyes.
Hey, we'll leave it at that, bro.
But guess what?
Yeah.
I'm still out here. I still got my freedom. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's all that matters. But yeah,
I
man.
already got another one coming. So
I think that, hey, bro, like honestly, I'm kind of excited to do that, to get together with Bam, homie. I think that's just gonna be.
you should be.
I think it'll be
My only
epic.
advice
homie.
to you is respect this platform and try to fucking not use that N word so much.
No, I know. Hey,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm just,
but
hey,
I
not that you don't know,
guarantee
but
this.
I'm not your homie if I don't tell you that.
No, hey, I guarantee you this, bro. That
Yeah.
we're gonna come out of that, and me and that motherfucker gonna be cool as a motherfucker, bro. I
Or-
guarantee.
you already are.
You know what I mean?
You already are. You know what I mean? And here's the other thing that I had to bring this up last time, that people were thinking he was being racist.
You ready to go DoorDash, Roxanne?
Because he tends to use
All right.
to classify
Yeah,
all
man.
whites in one category, when in this day and age you can't hold a whole group responsible for the actions of one. But in his era and time frame and area, you did hold them all accountable as one, because they were. You know what I mean? The whole group was
Right.
that way. You know what I mean? And so people got to know that. You know what I mean? That when he classified the whole group, that's because it's with his experience, it was a whole group. You know what I mean?
Right.
All
No,
that
hey,
way.
and that's
Yeah.
why, look, bro. That's why I had to back up and
Hey, you guys, I'm
and
about to
kinda
go
like,
do this DoorDash shit. You know
all
what
right,
I'm
Hey,
saying?
homie, be safe.
Nick,
Hey, be
salute,
safe out
homie.
there, man.
Yep. All right,
I'll
y'all.
let you shit.
All right. Hey, you
Yeah,
got
fucking that.
you got Bam, hey, you got Bam's line, or I got to get it from Dirt.
Dirt got it.
All right. Well, shit, man, I'm about to tap out for a minute, man. What you got up? What you got up later on?
I'll be here. I'm probably gonna. What time is it now?
6:30.
6:30. I might go live again in a little bit.
All right. Well,
After I eat and
I'll
shower and
tap
shit.
in.
Oh
All right,
yeah, I
I'll
love
tap
you,
in.
homeboy. Love you,
I
homeboy.
love
I've been
you,
thinking
bro.
about you too. How's everything working out for you right now?
Straight, bro. It's straight. Hey, I'm about to be cracking, so don't
You
even trip.
get your wheels all situated and shit.
Yeah, I'm about to be good, bro.
Hell yeah, that's right.
All
That's what we
right,
like to
homie.
hear. All right, homie.
All right,
I'll
love
hit you
you,
in a
bro.
little bit. All right,
All
bro.
right.
Go. All right, y'all. Big lazy. Let's see. Everything. Nah, you're right, homie. It's fucking facts right there. That shit is not for everybody. You know what I mean? That shit is not for everybody for sure. In the Bay, there's only 6% black population. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect fucking example right there. And that's the kind of that's what I use when I say this being housed together, being together, is I use the Northern California, the Bay Area, you know, the place where I'm 44 years old, and as long as I can remember, we always been mixed together in the fucking hoods and in the projects up here. You know what I mean? Very few. I would say it's probably San Jose, a couple places like that, where you find places that are segregated still, kind of. But for the most part, we're mixed in, man. And you know what? I choose to be colorblind anymore. Like I said, I'm 44 years old, and I've been fucking running the streets and doing this gangbanging shit since I was fucking 13. Okay, running the streets longer than that, but actually fucking gangbanging since 13, going to fucking prison at fucking 16, 17. Okay, so one thing I can tell you is your gang affiliation is your race. I could not speak for all the gangs, but I could speak for my people. You know what I mean? My people. That's what it is with us. If you one of us, that's your new fucking race right there. None of the other shit fucking mean anything anymore. You no longer looked at as a white homie, a black homie. You just a fucking homie, period. And that's the change of the times, you know. And the reason why is because over the course of the years, poverty became poverty, man, and it was no longer discriminative. You got poor white people, black people, Mexican. There's poor everybody. You know what I mean? It's no longer like white privileged and colored fucking underprivileged. Milk found the old clip and sent it to 55th. Homies. Milk has family on 54th. I don't know about any of that. I don't even know about any of this CMAC shit, which don't really, to me, it doesn't mean shit because C-Mac's already told everybody about his Texas days and all that shit, man. The man has Hoover Killer on his fucking forehead. You go ahead and think he's fake. End zone, where you going? We'll go to the other side right now. There's still 17 people in here. You feel me? You know what I mean? You don't. I mean, that's like a. I don't care who you are. You could be motherfucking Raymond Washington or Tukey Williams. If you put Hoover Killer on your head or any other gang whacked out on your shit, it's a death sentence. Eventually, you're gonna get got for that if you stay around there. Eventually, period. So there ain't nothing fake about that. You're walking around with a fucking target. Plus, he's a schizo, and I know the type. He may look lame and weak and all this shit. But go ahead and catch him on an episode. Watch him start fucking ripping fucking doors off and shit. Motherfucker big too. He half Uso. Half Uso and half fucking Belizean. LA is a war. Is that supposed to say war? Yeah, since Draco. He's a. Oh yeah, at war. LA is at war since Draco. Yeah. There's a lot of shit going on, man. Fucking over all that. That's another thing, man, that I don't like to see is all this rap people dying over rap beef, man. People always fucking talk shit on the albums. And they've always talked shit about Dead on the albums, man. I bust out all those Banging on Wax fucking tapes right now. And fucking, they did that shit all the fucking way across that shit. But and you know what? A lot of them are dead. Yes, they are, but not because of that. Because they were fucking gangbanging. Period. That shit actually probably kept a lot of people from getting killed. Diss each other on a record, man, and fucking live. But now you got, especially Sacramento, man. Sacramento's really bad with that shit. But I think in the last, I'm going to go ahead and say 3 to 5 years, there's probably been more rappers killed in the last 3 to 5 years than there has been in the last fucking 30, 35 plus years of the history of fucking hip hop. Something wrong with that. Yes, the kids do blast first. It's always been that way, though. You know what I mean? Always been that way. That's what happened with me. You know what I mean? We and now it's even worse. And I know people quick to blame shit on video games. And you know what? For us to deny that they got anything to do with it nowadays will just be ignorant, because to say the very least, they're showing them how to load weapons and fucking and all the shit, because the game's weapons are identical to the real shit. So they're learning actual weapon skills and shit fucking from these video games. And because the video game, you get unlimited lives or whatever. I don't know if they think that's like that in the real world, but I'm here to tell you, when you squeeze that shit, it's over. That's it. You can't fucking change it. You can't change your mind. For reals, man. Rapping's fucking dangerous. That should come like hazard pay now. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, some of these rappers, though, you know, they just stayed out of the mix because they've never dropped any names. I mean, they've always, since the beginning of rap, they've been talking about dealing drugs and killing people, but they were just stories. Once you start putting truth on there, that's it, man. I need some friends, not homeboys. Yeah, he does. You're right, Big Lazy. He does need some mental help. He does, because you know what? All these people that want to talk about the man, but guess what? I've seen more videos of him handing out food and telling people don't kill yourself or don't never commit suicide. You know, he's real big on that. I don't know what happened to him in his life. Somebody did something, but he got a heart to give, and he actually gets real frustrated that it ain't nobody else doing it. And so I think you're right. With the right mental health, man, that dude could actually, he's fucking smart, man. You tell me, I'm going to tell you right now, it takes a special motherfucker to replace fucking numbers with letters in every sentence, or rearrange letters. You know what I mean? Put fucking numbers where letters were at, shit like that. You know, that dude, that takes a special talent to do that shit. You know, I've heard him, man, this man, he said, give back 5 to community. He said, give back 5 to community, man. I'll be honest with you, in the last 3 weeks, I found myself not being able to pass up a video with C-Mac in it. And even the shit that's way out there at times is funny. Like, you know, this is a poor example, but kind of a good one. There's some video kind of going viral. People are using it with their own face on it, and where he's saying like, "I'll bust your wife's ass, Custer," or some shit like that. Like, man, this motherfucker, you know what I mean? He just too much, the shit he said. Trying to give put-ons to the fucking camera crews and shit. So I missed a lot today because apparently he's been DP'd and some other shit. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not sure if there's truth to that, but if he was, I'm sure people are gonna talk shit like, "Oh, that's it. You fucking didn't do shit to him." Blah, blah, blah. We ain't supposed to kill him. You're disciplining him for one thing. And anybody who wants to fucking bitch about that, go back a year ago and watch the fucking Hoover's version of the discipline they gave to those youngsters that fucked up that elote man and robbed them. That was the motherfucking pillow fight if I ever seen one. So, you know, that as it kind of should be. It's more of there's more of a point being made than actual harm. It ain't to get you and be the going with it like mental wise, you know what I mean? You gotta, it's not the physical disciplining, it's the motherfucking mental disciplining. It's the fact that this is your one chance. Like, you're burning up your fucking get out of jail free right there. That's all that is. That's all your DP is you're fucking, you're gonna get some hands put on you real quick. And honestly, there's might be a lot more to it behind the scenes, because I'm gonna tell you right now, for us, fuck all that getting beat up shit. Our disciplines consist of thousands of fucking push-ups and burpees and shit like that. Like, you're gonna fucking, it's gonna be constructive, productive fucking disciplining. So while you're learning your lesson, you're also fucking strengthening yourself and making yourself stronger. And you ain't gonna forget it as easy with that. You know what I mean? So that's I don't know what all the other gangs do, this or that, but I know that most of our disciplines are more centered around serious workouts. Serious fucking workouts. Now I'm fucking lit. I haven't smoked all day. Fucking went to work at 5:30. This morning, got home at about 5:30 tonight. Freezing my ass off this morning. Fuck, I'm tired of the cold. I'm tired of the fucking cold, man. But it did get nice today in Gilroy. Big Lazy, where you from, homie? Yeah. Prayed up, said you need insurance, life insurance if you're a rapper. Fucking yeah. Especially if you got kids and family. That's off the top. Shit. That's mandatory. What everybody do this weekend? Nothing. Fuck, I did all kinds this weekend, man. Weekend was gone just like that. Oh yeah, for sure. He's gonna get smoked. They all. It's a matter of time for. Here's the problem, man. When you're out here in the, just like somebody was talking about earlier, Crazy Nick was saying how he on the video, and he don't think he intended to, but he was talking, you know, some sexually explicit conversation with his 8-year-old or however old he is stepson, and that's a small example of eventually somebody always says the wrong thing to the wrong person that you can't take back. That's the other thing besides bullets that you can't fucking take back is the words that come out of your mouth. You know what I mean? So that's why we have to be careful what we say, and that's why I sometimes will stutter or fucking, try to stumble over my tongue so that I make sure that I peep game on what the fuck comes out of these lips, man, because that's a fucked up thing, man. To loose lips sink ships, you know what I mean? That's what they say. And I know it to be true. People will be quick to tell you, oh, it's common knowledge. Well, yeah, because of motherfuckers like you, that's why it's common knowledge. What's good, Smack? You want a fucking link? Let me throw a link up there, dog. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me find my fucking chingadera first. Oh, right now. Oh, shit. Paste. See. My bad, y'all. I didn't even put a fucking link up there. End zone, you're back. Put your fucking emoji on and jump up here. Let's go. Let's fucking just dissect this. You're the one that brought me here today. And I was in the middle of something much more. Hey, Miss Adrena, how are you? Did you get all that? Did you make him clean his freaking, how do you call it? His burpee, his spit up out of the bed? Got everyone. Yes, thank you. I hope you do too. Then we run this back to the beginning. Man, you're gonna, run this back to the beginning there. I still have to do that myself. I came in right during the heyday, but I like the way it's turned out. Good. You changed the lineage? Yeah, I'm sure of that. You know what I mean? I'm sure of that. But you should freaking smack him upside the head one time just for that. Tell him, here, Big Bad said to do this. Cochino. Was that? I wonder if that Re-Rock did that to him. Man, for someone who ate prison food for 20 fucking years, man, his stomach is sure sensitive, for lack of a better way to put it. Sade said, good night. Good night, Miss Sade. I saw your wrestling thing the other day. You're getting good at that shit. Kind of scary. I wouldn't wrestle you because I don't know anything about wrestling except for don't let wrestlers grab you. Good night. What time is it? Oh, 6:45. I thought it was 8:45 already. I was like, damn it, where's the freaking time go? YH was good. Where's Smack go? He was up in here. Thought he was going to try to hop in this biatch, but or Thielen maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, homie. You know why? I don't either. Shit. Ready, Mom, or no? Let's see. There's 15 people in here. You can't all be hiding in the bush. Can't all be hiding in the bush. Oh, you know, I got me some Pacifico. How about you?
What are you doing?
Talking?
What?
Talking.
Talking to your girlfriend?
In your face. Twice for luck. Ooh, vodka and Coke. Or vodka and cola. Man, for some reason, I can't fucking do vodka, man. I just can't. I don't know if it's because I've never tried good vodka, but honestly, I don't like clear fucking liquor, period, man. If it's gonna be clear, it's gonna have to be like some fucking moonshine or some shit. Oh, I just found out too a little bit ago. I kind of came in to the middle. Somebody, the little messenger came and messaged me and said, "Hey, shit, there's a fight on the yard." And I said, "Wait, I'm coming." As a matter of fact, Dirt, I know you're listening. How dare you have a fucking yard fight without fucking calling me? I'm really fucking feeling some type of way about that right now.
Oh my goodness.
Let's chase it with cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, so you don't like the vodka either? Fuck. Yeah, I'm a tequila guy and I just drink it like that by itself with some salt and lemon. Chase it with beer. I do like some whiskeys and bourbons and shit too, though. It's just the clear shit, man. That's why I can't fuck with no pumpy or none of that. Mm-mm. No, not I. Not the bumpy kind. Not the bumpy kind. But it was cold this morning. That's all. Yeah, it was cold as fuck this morning. Black Labels, that Johnny Walker. Turbo, what the fuck, homie? Where the fuck you been at? Hit that link, fool.
You said, why I didn't tell you what?
Huh?
Why I didn't tell you what?
Yeah, I knew you was listening. I said, how dare you have a fucking fight on the yard and don't even fucking call me so I can come get my licks in.
When?
Lucky. So what do you mean when?
When?
Earlier. Good thing you got real moderators out there, you know, that come and get fucking Uncle Big Bad, you know what I mean? To be the fucking the voice of reason.
It's only one place to. You talking about on this live?
Yeah, on this live.
Oh yeah. I'm about to go watch it back right now. I'll catch you in the morning.
I haven't even. What? But after all that bullshit earlier, I'm gonna be there fucking with you, blah blah blah.
It ended up kind of shit.
I'm already calling this that. You know what I mean?
Shit, I fired it up already for you.
Yeah, we totally didn't fucking stick to our fucking conversation, our plan.
Oh no, man! Droops hit me with the Droops hit me with the fresh off the press and changed the circumference of the day.
What do you mean? What did I miss though? Because I seen the title of the thumbnail.
Oh, you saw C-Mac got DP.
But
yeah.
Like, can somebody enlighten me with that? Like, we seen a video? Somebody seen a video? Or is there a video?
It's a video up there. Yeah, it's a video of the aftermath.
So, because of what a man from Texas said, California Crips DP'd another California Crip, only based on what those dudes said?
I doubt that. I think it was some other shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but
I'm pretty sure it'll come out in the next few days, though.
But T-Mac, though, if you got that DP done already.
10 people.
Don't sleep on that.
All right, man. I'm out of here. I'll catch you in the morning.
All right, go. Okay. Turbo, you gonna hit that link or Charles? You fucking hate me. Work is home. Like the working is only addicted to money. Well, you and the rest of us, you know, but some of us can't do anything but fucking have to spend it. I haven't been on there yet. I haven't seen it. Oh, you're talking Turbo. Yeah, folk come over here and start running the numbers down and shit. The hell? Fuck out of here with that group. I was doing shit just fine on my fucking own. No. I can't find any reasons. Any reasons for what? What did I? Well, I probably fucking. Oh, here we go with this fucking pendejo right here. Start with that shit, huh? Oh, I don't know, fucking. Because you haven't fucking been in contact at all. Just thought you were fucking acting sensitive or something. Vroom, vroom. That's the second time I've heard that in the last 3 days from 2 different people. Interesting. Very interesting.
Here, Brian.
Well, here we go with the bullshit, man. Sometimes the only difference between marriage and prison is you can't beat your cellie up when you're married. Just thought I'd share that fun fact. But you also can't fuck yourself either. Shit. Oh, fuck. That's right. Well, that's good, Triple Man. I'm glad work is fucking still going and keeping you busy, and you're still fucking enjoying it. Welcome to adulting and fucking, the everyday bullshit life of the typical fucking Californian where we have to live to fucking work instead of fucking work to live. I always used to tell people that I don't fucking live to work, I work to live, but you know what? In California, the two are the fucking same, I think. Chancy Pants, what's cracking? You want to fucking hit that link one time or what? Let me fucking throw it out in there just because. I hate what I do. No, I don't hate it. But my body hates it. I mean, parts of it are not to be desired. I'll tell you that. What do you mean? It ain't loaded. You give it time, it's all fucking slow. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shit. Monday with no football, huh? Monday night with no football. The Warriors are playing tonight, though, I think. Chance, quit bullshitting, homie. Fuck it, it's 7, man. I'm about to fucking jump up out of here then anyways, because I got my dinner right here. And I'm gonna holler at you guys later. I'm gonna holler at you later, Turbo, for sure. And I'll see you guys on Instagram or something in a little bit. I'm gonna eat my dinner and shit. So y'all have a wonderful night. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. Fucking, I would say the same fucking place and same time, but we know that probably ain't true. It's gonna be the same place, but I don't know what time. So anyways, y'all have a good night. Go.